Yo, what's up, guys? We're back with the live stream, guys. We're gonna hang out for a bit, just talk about the paper we just had on the weekend. UFC 32 was absolute trash. I mean, it was a pretty horrible pay per view. I mean, 10 decisions. I mean, how many decisions? 9 decisions. I think it was like 9 decisions. Holy shit, so many decisions on the fight. Not even one knockout. I mean, I don't think we ever had a card from UFC with not even one KO win for someone on the card. So I mean, it doesn't really didn't feel like a pay per view. I'll be honest with you guys. Like, it was a good card betting wise. I mean, everything went the way we thought it was gonna go. Most of the fights. I mean, other than the main event going longer than I was expecting. Not a lot of finishes on the card. I mean, people that were betting the unders. I mean, they got killed like crazy. I got like killed in under 3.5 rounds in the main event. I mean, that went over 4.5 rounds. I mean, I know the four over 4.5 rounds was crazy. That must have been insane. I definitely didn't see that one, but that's the game, bro. You can't predict stuff always. Like you're gonna get some stuff wrong. We got we got useless in the house. Let's go useless. He said, yes sir. What's up, bro? Hope you had a great day. Yeah, my day was okay, bro. I just got out from work right now, so I'm just chilling right now, just kicking back. Bro, I gotta fucking fix my hot water. Like my hot water's not working right now. I just took a shower like after work, and it was like, bro, it was like cold water, so I was like fucking freezing. Trying to take a shower. It was like a 2 minute shower. I gotta get my hot water fixed up, man. I don't know what's going on. I gotta get someone to come take a look at the hot water. Yeah, man. UFC 2. I mean, it was pretty terrible. Let's do a poll right now. We're gonna do a poll. We'll start the poll. Um, was I think the UFC 3 or 2 didn't really feel like a pay per view. I'll be honest. Like, I think this next card might feel like more of a pay per view than UFC 3 or 2, even though we don't have like the biggest names fighting next week. But yeah, the fights are pretty terrible. Did UFC would suck. I don't know, like that pay per view, bro. Like paying $80 for that shit, it was like not worth it. Yeah, Klaus from the house was gonna Klaus from say, "What's up, what's up, bro?" The last takedown was legendary. Yeah, bro. The way he got that takedown was crazy. I mean, the ankle pick, that was sneaky as hell. That was sneaky as hell. I'm happy you got the submission eventually. I should have just gone heavy on the submission instead of parlaying the under 2.5 rounds, under 4.5 rounds. I mean, under 2.5 rounds. It is what it is. So, still a profitable card. I mean, I'm happy with it. Like when you're up units, bro, you can't be mad on like on a card like that. Larry said, "Let's freaking go pick him. Let's go, Larry." Well, yeah, you also said, "I saw your breakdown on Cannonier versus Imava. I like your pick, but do you think Imava can finish?" I know Marvin Vittori hurt Cannonier in the first round. Almost like he wasn't close to finishing him, but he did drop him bad. So I don't know. Imava was pretty slick, like on the feet. Like he was outstriking Chris Curtis. I had money on him in that fight, and I was pretty pissed off that like Chris Curtis took the door out. I mean, he wasn't trying to fight anymore. He got headbutted like one time. That was like frustrating. I think the striking. I mean, Chris Curtis striking is similar to Cannonier. Like they're pretty much similar. I feel like. I think Mavo is getting better right now. You just said, well, what was your scorecard going into the fifth round? I did 3-1 in my Islam. I know one judge had it 2-2. I don't know what that judge that had that Paulo Costa 49-46. I gotta find out what kind of kush that he's smoking, bro. I gotta find out. It's probably the same judge, right? I think it was Chris Lee or some shit that had a 2-2 going into the fifth round. Islam won the first round, won the second round, third round. I know Poirier won the fourth round. I think he might have won the fourth round because he landed like a biggest shot of the round left hook. But other than that, I mean, Makhachev was taking him down, controlling him, outworking him on the feet also. Like, I know the numbers were close, but Makhachev was landing the cleaner shots. I know it did feel like it was kind of close because Poirier, like, he's good on the feet, bro. Poirier is like no joke on the feet. And did you guys see John Jones saying that that he should be the pound for pound fighter over Makhachev? Like, that's crazy. I get it from his point of view, man. He's been at the top level fighting the best guys out there for a long time. But the way he's handpicking these guys at heavyweight, bro, I don't know. I don't really want to see that. I want to see him fight the interim champion like Tom Aspinall. That's the fight that makes sense. That's the fight that would put John Jones at the like everyone would agree. No one would give him shit for taking if he took on Tom Aspinall. But fighting Stipe out for like how many years has Stipe been out for like so long? At least like I know people were talking about how Makhachev always fought Poirier, like he wasn't fighting number one contender. Or he was trying to fight Sarukian, but Sarukian said no, he didn't want to fight him. So it's not like his fault, right? That that he couldn't fight Sarukian going into over the weekend. Ankle sweep in the fifth in the main event was a thing of beauty. That was a nice take. I didn't think he was gonna get a submission anymore. I was like, once they went over 3.5 rounds, I was like, I don't know if he's gonna finish him, but still finish him, put Poirier to sleep in the fifth round is impressive. And he also had a staph infection, right? Yo, what's going on? Issa in the house. Let's go, Issa in the house. He said, bro, you gotta watch Tanako versus Matsui. I don't have no clue who that is, bro. There's KSW this Friday, bro. So I'm probably gonna be live for KSW, and then I'll be live for ONE FC, bro. I know you're excited for the ONE FC card, right, Issa? I know you're gonna be watching the ONE FC card, bro. That ONE FC card is actually really good. There's not there's not much MMA fights on it. It's mostly Muay Thai, and the striking is gonna be really fun to watch on that ONE FC card. I'm probably gonna be live all day Friday. Probably gonna be live for KSW. I don't think I've ever done a KSW stream before. I don't remember a time ever doing KSW stream before. So I'll probably do a KSW stream. I'm gonna be home Friday anyways, so might as well go live right this Friday. I'm happy there's more than UFC on this weekend. What are you even talking about? UFC even a fight this historic card, bro? The whole card, I mean, was pretty terrible. I mean, yeah, the 302 was absolute trash. Yeah, the card was pretty terrible. I mean, 9 decisions, bro. Like, I don't mind decisions when fights are fun, but the only fight that was fun in the prelims was Hafiz versus Gao. That's the only fight that was like fun to watch overall. Deep, yeah, I've never really watched a deep card. I know that it's based in Japan, right? I've never really been able to watch. I watched Ryzen. I actually bet money on Ryzen. That's the most money I've lost betting on any promotion ever, like in history. The time I've been betting on like MMA for like 45 years now. And over like I don't know if you remember that Ryzen card on New Year's Eve, Issa. I lost like $1,400 on that card, bro. I don't bet. That's why I don't bet a lot of money on cards anymore, because I learned my lesson trying to go crazy on a card. I should have known, right? Because I wasn't like familiar with a lot of fighters on the card. I did do my tape study, but that's why I don't like only keep my like exposure to like 4 or 5 units on the card now. Like even though I could go crazy, I could go like 10, 12 units on a card, but yeah, I just keep it to like a minimum. It's been working out for me, bro, long term. Like you might not make a lot of money on like one card, but over like when you look at it from like long term, that's where you're gonna profit. I feel like I could have done crazy parlays. I could have done Lima by decision. I was thinking about doing Lima decision, Perez decision, Grant Dawson decision. I could have done a lot of decisions. I got like 7 perfect picks on the card. I picked Almeida by submission, Holland by submission, Moxia by submission. So I got like most of the method of victory right on the card. But yeah, I don't know. I don't really chase like long shot props like that anymore. Probably should, right? Better MMA in the house. What's going on? Better MMA said Armin and Leon beat. I don't know if I don't think Armin beats Leon Islam. Oh, you mean Armin and Leon beat Islam? No, I don't know. I think Leon has a chance if he keeps his standing. I think Leon's striking is actually really good. He's a better striker than Makhachev, I feel like, and he does use the fence to keep the fight upright. So I could see him like getting up to his feet because the Makhachev, the way he gets takedowns, he's not getting takedowns out in the open. Sometimes he'll get these takedowns with the ankle picks, like he did in Poirier in the fifth round. Normally he's getting these takedowns like up against the fence with the trip, inside trip, and like what's his name? Leon's really good at keeping the fight upright, using the fence to work his way back up. He just said, hope all is well, buddy. This weekend's gonna be huge for your channel. So many big fights to cover. Yeah, bro. We're both gonna be live. I know we both cover like ONE FC. We both cover like other promotions. Yo, bro, you went crazy on last weekend too. I don't go live for these deep promotions and stuff like that. But I know you're busy, bro. I'm glad you're like out there grinding. You're getting close to 10K subscribers, guys. Go check. Make sure you guys go sub to Issa. He's a homie with the channel, bro. Issa said, what's going on with the McGregor presser? Was it rescheduled? Yeah. I don't know what's going on, bro. I heard some news yesterday that they postponed the press conference. It is what it is, though. Hopefully, we still get the fight, man. I'm excited for that McGregor versus Chandler fight. Everyone talking about talking UFC when one of the most savage deep card of 2020 occurred on Saturday. Sunday, bro. People don't really know about Deep. I've never watched a Deep card in my life. I'll be honest with you right now. Liam Harrison is back on one. Yeah, bro. Those fights in one FC, like I know the one fight got canceled, right? Who was supposed to fight on this card? Was it Stamp? I think Stamp was supposed to fight on this card, right? And she had to pull out or something. I think it was her. I could be wrong, but I know Taiwan Chai is fighting on this card. Rod Tang is fighting on this card, so it's gonna be a really good card. I'm excited for this card. Life savings on Connor, bro. I don't know. I don't want to. I don't know if you want to put your life savings on a guy that has a lot of money out there, like. And I mean, he's not really fighting for money anymore. He's just trying to like fight for legacy, not even legacy. He's just trying to fight because he wants to fight. And like he hasn't fought. If he wasn't like coming back after like a 2 year layoff, 3 year layoff, I'd probably bet on him. But he's not. He's not even like underdog over Chandler. Like I would just stay away. I'm just gonna watch that fight. Like I don't really bet on every fight anymore. I just stay away from fights that I'm like fights like that. Larry said, why is Dana glazing John so hard? Dana can't get over the John's gone win, and it was more than a year ago. Islam has fought like 3 times since John's last fight, and Dana smoking crack. Dana wants he wants Jones to be like one of the best fighters to ever do it, right, in the history of MMA. So I mean, he's one of the best guys to ever do it, but he should be fighting the next guy up. And next guy up right now is Tom Aspinall. If you want him, like he shouldn't have moved up to heavyweight if he really like wanted to be like you wanted to be known as the greatest fighter. Even though like having 2 belts is good for him, but like if you're really trying to be like one of the best heavyweights to ever do it, you got to fight the next guy up. Just not fighting the next guy up, and that's what we have. Tom Aspinall taking a not Curtis Blades. I mean. Ryzen is tough to bet on. Oh, I remember that. Yeah, bro. I lost like $1,400. I've never lost that much money on a single card before, ever. I've never lost. I've lost like a couple hundreds on a UFC card before, but I was going crazy, bro. I was drunk betting. I was like drinking and betting at the same time. I guess that's why I don't do that anymore. I haven't drank since that New Year's Eve, bro. I woke up in the morning. I was like, fuck, bro. I lost like fucking 2K, almost like $1,400 Canadian. That's a lot. I don't really bet that much money on a single card. And I've never bet that much on a single card after that. City Life said the rules are different. Yeah, bro. Like even in one FC, like I got burnt on my parlay. Who's that guy that slammed the guy on his head and then it got DQ'd because of that? Like I can't remember his name right now, but it was on that recent like couple months back. I had a parlay, and the only reason I lost that parlay in one FC was because you can't slam your opponent on their head. It's bullshit, bro. Like, what are we watching right now? Like, I didn't even know that rule even existed. In Ryzen, you can kick your opponent on the head, bro. Like, I don't. That's why I don't bet on one FC anymore. I just watch it for fun. Like, I just watch it for fun now, because the rules are like so like different in one FC and Ryzen and stuff. Glad long term is working out. Yeah, that's the way I look at it now. Before I used to just look at it from card to card. Like I don't even do this like as a like I don't make a living off betting. Like I probably could if I was serious about it, but I don't do that. I do it as a hobby mostly, just trying to make like some money on it and watch some fights. Like, and I tell people that like chase my bets and stuff like that. I don't do this full time. There's guys that out there that do it full time. Like other guys that charge like $150 for cards. The people that charge Patreon and stuff. Like if you guys want to make money like those guys, I guess you can pay for their services or whatever. But I do this as a part time, bro. And I like bets. It's fun betting on UFC fights, and like it makes watching fights more fun. Ben Garcia in the house. Let's go. Ben Garcia said I put 500 back in my account. That was a good show. Yeah, bro. I'm happy that we all profited on that card, bro. It was a good card. I could have been up like 4 units if that the main event didn't go longer than I was expecting, because I lost like 2 parlays because I used a DraftKings boost for one of the parlays. The only reason I lost that 2 parlays because I had the main event going under, like finishing in the first 3 rounds. But that's the game, bro. You can't predict everything though. I'll send you the deep fight on Twitter. Yeah, send it to me. I'm gonna see it, bro. I don't know much about these guys that are fighting over there. Like I barely know much about like one FC. I can't even keep up with one FC. I keep up with LFA. Like LFA picks have been really good for us. LFA has been good. I keep up with UFC. I keep up with PFO and stuff. Like, bro, it's a lot keeping up with all these fights. If I was doing full time, I'd probably like keep up with one FC and stuff, but I don't have that much time to keep up with one FC. I like watching one FC fights. I like doing fight companions for one FC. It's fun watching one FC. There's gonna be a lot of action this weekend too. And I don't. I've never bet in Muay Thai fights ever. Like I know people tell me that you should bet on these fights. I only time I bet on I think like I've never bet on Stamp in Muay Thai. I bet on her in like in MMA. That's the only like fighter I've made money betting on in the one FC. And the last time I bet on one FC, like I lost my parlay because that well I can't remember his name right now, but he slammed his opponent on his head, and I lost my parlay because of that because he got DQ'd. We got John Dong in the house. What's going on? What's going on, John Dong? Jason Waterfalls, what's going on, brother? He said there needs to be it was low key ass option in the polls. Yeah, yeah. I should have that option on there. I think it was a pretty terrible pay per view, bro. I paid $80 for that shit. Like I buy every pay per view out there. Like mostly, like the only pay per view like I don't remember buying was like last year, I think. Like when I do live streams, like I don't want to be behind on chat and like people because people are gonna tell you what happened right in the chat. Then it kind of ruins fights and stuff. Like, but like I wish it was better. But like once I found out that they had the Morona versus Price in the main card, that was a terrible main card fight. Lisa said because Deep is entertaining, UFC's not bad. Like for the most part, I mean next week is gonna be fun. I think we're gonna see a lot of finishes next week. There's a lot of guys that get finished a lot next week. We're gonna have a crowd out there too. Yo, we got a super chat from Isa. He said best in the business. Keep up the good work. I appreciate that, Isa. Let's go, brother. Let's get some dogs in the chat for Isa, bro. Appreciate the super chat. Let's go. Infected, bro. He said pick him. I'm liking that Karen cut. I gotta go get a haircut, bro. I just haven't had time to go get a haircut. I gotta call my barber soon. I'll probably get a haircut tomorrow, maybe this week. I'll probably get a haircut before like the weekend. Yeah, I don't know. I just leave it the way it is, bro. I mean, I've thought about going bald before, but I don't know. I don't think going bald is gonna be good for me. If people in the chat don't watch Deep, you ain't a real MMA fan. Simple. I think people have no clue what it is. I've heard about it. I just never really like watched it. I do like watching Ryzen though, time to time. Like last time I was trying to buy the pay-per-view Ryzen, they give me my money back eventually. Remember that you saw like when the website was tripping out? Like I bought the two pay-per-views, like one wrong pay-per-view, then I bought their like what I like about Ryzen is like their $20 pay-per-view is not bad because there's a lot of action on those fights. Larry said drunk pick'em live betting. Bro, I've actually made some like we had some live bets that cast, right? We bet on Kevin Holland by submission at plus 240. And we bet on I bet on Eileen Perez after the second at a minus 195. So I actually made some. I don't track those bets. I just made those on the live stream. He also said that was one FC one championship. Thanks Herb Dean. Yeah, it was that right. That was that Herb Dean. Herb Dean was the referee. I mean, it's not even his fault because that's the rules, right? It was an American wrestler that the guy that I had in a parlay. I gotta go way back and like look who that guy was. I can't remember his name right now, but he was dominating the fight, bro. He was like a minus like 400, minus 400, chalky favorite. He was like clearly dominating, winning the fight clearly. From a UFC fighter too. I can't remember his name though. Ryzen Deep are based. I like watching Ryzen though. Like the pay per view is not bad. I mean, $20 pay per view for Ryzen. I mean, 14, 15 fights in the card, like a lot of action. The fights are like really fun. And like this one FC card is not even gonna be a pay per view. It's gonna be free on Prime. Like I pay for Prime anyway, so like might as well watch it, right? Like if you're a MMA fan, like I think Prime's worth it. Like I already like I get a lot of stuff from Prime, like Amazon stuff. I watched movies on Amazon. I watched the Dune 2 Part 2 like last night. It's not free on Prime, but it's like $7. It was worth it. Like the movie was really good. I didn't watch it at the theaters. Watched it like last night. Larry said, pick him. Did you watch the latest clown show? Roasted AJ Hard, the Clenbot, and Minty Bets. Cunty Bets, you mean? Cunty Bets. Yeah, yeah, he's hilarious, bro. Like I go on the live streams and we talk about fights on his live stream. He's fun, bro. He said he's gonna put me on one of those videos soon. But my picks are not terrible, I guess. So he's probably like he's probably waiting for an opportunity to put me on the show when my picks are terrible. We've been pretty good in pay-per-views, like picks, pay-per-views, fight nights. Like the last 3 pay-per-views, our picks are actually like 30-6 on picks. Last 3 pay-per-views. He also said the deep roster are low level guys on paper, but it's pure entertainment. Yeah, I don't know. Like I watched the Aries FC. Like I'm sure it's better than Aries FC. Or the Aries FC promotion was pretty horrible. I was live for the Aries FC like a couple weeks back, and it was like one of the worst fights I've seen in my life. We got Amberly Rose. What's going Amberly said she said hi Issa. You go fucking crazy, bro. I gotta watch one of the card. I probably should have gone live. I was home anyways. Yeah, it was Jared Brooks. Yeah, it was Jared Brooks. You're right. It was him. I just forgot his name already. Bro, I was so pissed off, bro. Like, I think it was like a 2 unit parlay, and he's the only reason I lost that parlay was because of him. I had the guy that became a three-time three division champion, world champion, as the last leg of the parlay. So every other parlay like cash, and I lost that parlay because of that fucking dumb rule in the one FC. Like, I hate that's the only reason I hate fucking betting on one FC because they got all these dumb rules in one FC and stuff. Um, Amberly said, let's go, Amberly. Appreciate you tuning in with us. If you buy every card, it costs around $1,100. For UFC, I pay over like 1K every year, like on pay per views, even more than that sometimes because we got like two pay per views a month. Like I've bought the last like I can't remember how many pay per views I bought, but I bought the last like 6 or 7 pay per views in a row now. I wish it was like $50, man. Like that last pay per view, like that UFC 300 pay per view was worth it. Like UFC 301 was worth it too. I don't think that was terrible, but like the UFC 3 or 2 was like not really worth it. Like $80 for that shit was not really worth it. I sound like Ariel these days pumping all these more entertaining leagues outside the UFC. Ariel is a casual though. He refuses to watch Ryzen. Ariel has a lot of stuff to cover. Man, he covers boxing. Like he's getting a lot into boxing now. Used to say your hair is good. That Diego Lopez cut was good too. Yeah, I had to get the Diego Lopez haircut. I told you guys if he wins, he was my lock of the week over Sadiq Yusuf. And there's people out there telling me that I'm dumb, that how Sadiq Yusuf should be favored over Lopez, right? And that's why I put my haircut on the line. I told you guys like I'll get a haircut. And I told you guys last night, was it last night? Yeah, the on Saturday night that if Paulo Costa beats Strickland, my lock of the week, I'd probably drink some beer. But I was like not willing to drink beer, so I was like I'll do push-ups for you guys on the live stream. So I had I'll do something like I always do something for like my lock of the week loses. Yeah, we've been on a run though for lock of the week, so I didn't have to do push-ups for you guys on the live stream because Strickland made it look easy, bro. He made fucking Paulo Costa run the whole time. I know people are like out there like shitting on Strickland for making the fight boring. It was a boring fight, I'll be honest, but it wasn't really his fault. I mean, he was the one walking Costa back. I mean, it was Costa's fault. I feel like why was he running the whole time? He should have stood his ground and just slug it out with Strickland. That would have been his best opportunity if he just slugged it out with Strickland. I feel like. What's going on, Anakin in the house? We got Hunter in the house. He said, pick him thoughts on Fight Fairy. Would you? No, I don't find her attractive, bro. I'll be honest. Like, it's not really my type of girl. I like chicks with long hair. Like, I'm not really like, I don't know. Like, I guess people find her attractive. I mean, I'm not really into her. He just said, don't go bald until you lose your hair. I'm balding and it sucks. Glad I kept my hair the whole time, bro. Like, can't you like fix that somehow? Like going bald. I think stress causes like going bald, or if you're like stressing a lot all the time, you're gonna go bald quick, or maybe just like rumors, maybe just stuff that people talk about. Yeah, they fixed it now. Yeah, like they gave me my refund though. I've spent like $40 on those pay per views, and I didn't get to watch it because it wasn't working. You remember that I had to watch Ryzen through like a Twitch stream because it wasn't working. But they gave me my money back though. Eventually, I was able to talk to them through the email that you gave me. So I appreciate that though. You still blame Herb Dean? Bong, take Herb Dean. Bro, I was like, I'm pretty pissed off about that. That's why I haven't bet on ONE FC yet. Since then, I was like, fuck this. I'm not betting on this promotion anymore. When she started twerking, I know I had to bet on her. Yeah. She actually got the knockdown too. I mean, that was impressive. That spinning back fist was impressive from Perez. I bet her live in the second round. Like, I bet like half $50 on her. I actually had the over 2.5 in parlay, so that cashed. But I better live and after the second because like minus 190.95, it wasn't like crazy, and you can tell that she was gonna win the fight even if she lost third round. I think she might have lost third round, but she got the takedowns. She's getting takedowns on Edwards, and Edwards is pretty horrible. So he can't defend takedowns. Mickey Gell looked great. Yeah, he looked really good. I mean, his chin, bro, like that time off really helped his chin. I feel like that 2 years off, 2 year layoff for Mickey Gill that really helped the chin. And he was landing some big shots on Hafiz, who Hafiz has a good chin on him. Yeah, Prime is worth it. Yeah, Prime is like you get all these fights, and you also like can watch movies and stuff on there. I wish they had more collection of movies, like new movies. You still gotta pay money if you want to watch these like new movies like Dune. I watched Dune 2. I had to pay like $7, $8 for that movie. It was worth it though. It was a good movie. It was like a 3 hour movie and it was good. Ken Bad and Jacob picked Romanov, bro. Like I don't know how anyone can pick Romanov. Like the guy is a fish out of water on the ground when he gets taken on. And I told everyone like he's not gonna have the better BJJ in this game. He better hope he like that Almeida goes for a takedown and he lands on top of him somehow, and then gets him out of the ground and pound. Even that was like far fetched that he wasn't gonna be able to do that. I picked Almeida by first round submission. I was like he's probably gonna submit him the first round. And I told you guys to go bet him ITD because I was like he could probably lock in submission. That's what I picked him by submission, but I was like it's probably gonna be live for ground and pound. But I'm happy that we got the submission call. I don't know, Romano is not really that good. And like the guy that he beat, right, Bagoy Ivanov is pretty fucking dog shit. I actually bet against Bagoy Ivanov in P4 recently. I was live during the card. UFC 302 actually sucked so bad. Yeah, I agree with you there 100%. Rono and Price on the main card, yeah. My uncles, bro, have better fights than my like. You're probably gonna see better fights from your uncles at a barbecue fighting each other than that Rono versus Price fight. That was one of the worst fights I've seen. Like Morono should fight full row to see who has the worst fight IQ, who's the worst fighter out of the two. They should fight each other full row versus Morono. Who's the round robin king guy? Yeah, we call him the round robin king, bro. This guy, like, he's okay. He's pretty chill though, but it's just like kind of annoying. He'll just tag you in his video. You gotta search up Real Sports Betting. That's the channel apparently. He tells you to like round robin, do round robins, and every time like he only talks in round robins. Like you ask him any question, he's like, "You better round robin this guy. You want to take the plus 3.5 on this guy, plus minus 3.5 on this guy." He's like, we call him the round robin king. 1,100 off a year if you buy every card. Yeah, it's like probably more than that because I think we had more. Like we got like 2 pay-per-views a month sometimes. Normally, like we got like 1 pay-per-view. This month we got 2 pay-per-views. Like we got UFC 303, right? We got Connor and versus Chandler. But that's like more than 1K every year. Issa said, I felt so bad for Jared, man. Imagine moving your title, losing your title by slamming your opponent. Yeah, I was shocked, bro. I completely forgot that was a rule in the 1FC. I was celebrating, bro. I was like, my poor leg cast. Yes, let's fucking go, my poor leg cast. Then I find out that he got DQ'd. I found out that he got DQ'd because you can't slam your opponent on their head, apparently, in 1FC. That's bullshit. What's going on? McCliss in the house. He said, "Hey, pick him. I'm doing tape study for on Charles Radke, bro. The guy is a menace, bro. I'll say that much. Like, I'm not. I was thinking about betting the over 1.5 last night at minus 175. The line actually came down, so I was like, I don't know if I want. I think there's gonna be some people betting the under, so I don't know if I get like plus money on the over 1.5. I'm probably gonna take it because I think it goes longer, man. I mean, like Giles is actually not a bad boxer, and he actually looked good in that fight. He was winning that fight until he got knocked out cold. But yeah, Radke, I mean, plus 190 for Radke, bro. The line's getting crazy and crazy. Probably not a bad underdog. I'm probably just going to pass on that one because I got respect for Radke, man. He's actually looked really good. But how many times have you seen guys not look good in their debut and then look really good next fight? At least, like, Prate still won the fight. It's not like he lost the fight. We saw, who was the guy? Bob Mondes? I think not Bob Mondes. The other guy, the Brazilian, the Mexican fighter, Joe Huber. Yeah, Joe Huber lost to Trey Ogden, right, in his UFC debut, and he's been looking really good ever since then. So these guys, like in their debut, sometimes they look bad because they got all this pressure. First time making a first fight in the UFC, like they're coming in with all this pressure, all this expectations. That's why I'm still picking Pratis, man. I think he's gonna win, but it's like 2-1, bro. I'm not willing to go bet him at minus 230. Like over a guy like Radke who can grapple, who's very physically strong, who can strike. I mean, he's got some nasty left hook. That left hook he landed on who was it, Urbina? Yeah, that left hook was nasty. But one thing also about Urbina, well, he was scared to like trade with him when he felt the power early. What's going on, Antoine in the house? Let's go, Antoine. So he said, "What's up, boys? Hope you are all good." Yeah, I'm blessed right now, bro. Hope you're good too, Antoine. Charles Radke just tried to cage push. I hate his style. No, his last time he was actually trading on the feed with Urbina. Like he wasn't really trying to like. I think was he trying to take him down? I don't know. I can't remember if he was trying to take him down. He was just trying to find the knock, and he found the knock on Urbina. I think he's gonna be like I know in the first fight in his UFC debut over Blood Diamond, he was trying to take him down. Blood Diamond's taken. He was looked really good in that fight though. There said we should have trusted Darnell with the Nico Price pick. Yeah. I hope he bet him straight up, man. I know he probably parlayed him with the Romanov and Selecki, right? You think he was gonna parlay him? That was a good pick by Darnell. Shout out to Darnell for that one. I enjoyed at most two fights in 3-2. Yeah, the fight that I enjoyed was the Hafez and Gal and the main win. I mean, I'm happy my lock of the week cast, right? Like, you can't be mad when your lock of the week comes through and wins the way you're expecting him to win, right? Strickland won by decision. I should have bet him by straight decision. I don't know why I didn't bet him by decision. It was like plus 150. I was worried that yeah, Paulo Costa might gas out later in the fifth round, maybe get finished, but Paulo Costa is pretty tough and durable. But he wasn't like he just can't beat these top level 5 guys. I mean, every time he's fighting someone in top 5, he just can't get a win. His best win is Luke Rockhold, who's like so terrible at this point. Aniga says Sadiq not in the rankings anymore. His downfall needs to be studied. Bro, he just that's that Yusuf fight. I mean that Barboza fight, right? The Barboza, he almost knocked out Barboza. I had money on Barboza, and I was like, bro, holy shit, Barboza looks so terrible. But he just his gas tank and his chin is kind of questionable. But I still think he can get some wins. He should probably fight someone like probably fight I don't know who should he fight someone outside the rankings now. Um, yeah, I mean that Lopez. I mean losing to Lopez. I mean the way he did. I mean no shame there. Lopez is going to be a future contender and the top 5 soon. UFC 32 was ass. 12 fights and only 3 finishes. Yeah, yeah, it was pretty terrible. And he said the new gloves are so bad we can't get any KOs. Bro, I thought we are gonna get more KOs because the new gloves are 25% lighter from what I heard. But yeah, I don't know. It might be new gloves, but the fighters that we had on the card were pretty terrible, right? Not a lot of finishers on the card. Like Morono can't finish anyone. Like Dawson can't finish anyone either. Lima, like not really a finisher. I actually bet like $10 on Lima by submission, but Raposo just wasn't trying to like wrestle at all, which is shocking because I was really expecting him to wrestle. I know he got one takedown when he wrestled, but I don't know why he wasn't trying to wrestle more. And Mikla said Costa was backing up almost the whole time. Yeah, I was like, bro, that was like terrible. Like I was actually thought he was gonna be the one pressing forward on Strickland because like he looks bigger and looks more jacked. I mean, looks more physically imposing out there, but bodybuilding doesn't win you fights at the UFC level, man. People gotta understand that. We need Costa versus Chris Curtis. You actually like that matchup. I don't think Costa's gonna fight any Brazilian guy in the top 15 rankings. Like he's not gonna fight Michel Pereira. He's not gonna fight Kaya Braulio. He's gonna fight someone that's not like from the same place as him, like Chris Curtis. I think that fight makes sense. Or Fluffy Hernandez. He could probably beat Fluffy Hernandez because I don't really see Fluffy Hernandez taking him down. Fluffy, if he gets a takedown on him, maybe he can look for a submission. But Costa's really physically strong. But none of these guys have really been trying to like take him down. Like Whitaker doesn't really go for takedowns, and Strickland doesn't really use his routing at all. And like I said, ever since that Izzy fight, he hasn't looked the same. He has some good moments. I mean, that's why people were picking him over Strickland. I feel like because he looked good in that first round over Whitaker. Well, the reason I was so confident in Strickland because I was like he still couldn't drop Whitaker, even though he looked good, almost rocked him. Still couldn't drop him, right? Like Whitaker is kind of chinny, so like the fact that he still couldn't drop him, and he couldn't drop Strickland even one time in that 5-round fight. I mean, not really the best look. I feel like his power is overrated. Antoine said, "How did you guys feel about the Conor versus Presser being canceled?" I mean, it is what it is, right? Like, yeah, I was excited for that, man. Like, I wasn't going to watch it because I was going to be working and shit, but it is what it is. Hopefully, they remake that soon. I know people are out there traveling to go see it in person. Amberly said, I said hi, pick him earlier. By the way, you just went to the same comment twice. Excellently. My bad, Amberly. Appreciate hanging out with us, though. What's going on with you? Delete is the best opponent, so we can see if we can get the old Costa back. If Costa can't finish Delete, he should be done. I don't think he's finishing Delete too. He might like beat him by decision. I don't think he's finishing Delete. Gleezer's not gonna take him. I mean, he can probably take him down once, but I don't really see him getting a submission in Costa. And like I said, what do you think about of Gal versus Preston Parsons next, Semsberger or even Nico Price? Preston Parsons fighting someone right now. I don't know who's fighting. I can't remember who's fighting, but I picked Preston Parsons as dog over Semsberger last time. I don't know if you guys remember that. Semsberger, like Parsons actually looked really good his last time around. Yeah, I know Semsberger. I know Preston Parsons has a fight coming up right now. I can't remember who's fighting though. I'm gonna see if I can bring him on for like an interview on a live stream. He's pretty chill. Parsons is pretty chill. I was talking to him on Instagram when he was supposed to be fighting Semsberger. That's why I was confident in picking him to win over Semsberger, because Semsberger took that fight on short notice. But I think that Gal versus a Parsons fight makes sense though. Is Gal gonna be cut from the UFC? He might get cut, but that was a good fight. I don't know if they're gonna cut him from that fight. But he's like what 7-6 now in his record. I don't know if the UFC is gonna keep him around for much longer. It was a good fight. The UFC, maybe Dana might give him another chance. I mean, he gave Blood Diamond how many chances in the UFC, so maybe you can give him another chance. We got Nate Brown in the house. Let's go, Nate Brown. He said Costa versus Elite seems pretty fair. Yeah, that's a good fight. I mean, Costa should not be fighting anyone up the rankings anymore. He should probably fight someone like below the rankings now. He's not gonna fight Caio. He's not gonna fight Michel Pereira. He's not gonna fight these Brazilian guys. He's gonna have to fight someone like Delete or like who else is there? Chris Curtis. I mean, like I think yeah, those fights probably make sense for him. Or maybe Hermanson, Jack Hermanson. I think that probably makes sense for him if you want to fight Jack Hermanson. Hamza versus Whitaker. I'm picking Hamza, bro. I'm thinking Hamza's gonna finish him. Larry said pick MMA Joey. Seriously, he said Acosta won the fight against Strickland. I hate Joey's takes. Did he pick Costa? I mean, it would make more sense if he picked Costa. That's why he thinks he won. Like, there's no way, right? Anyone thinks that Costa won the fight. You can't, in your right mind, think that Costa won the fight. He's getting hurt. I mean, Strickland was actually like wasn't really knocking him down, but he was like dropping him with those like kicks, those combinations and stuff. Like, I didn't score it as an official knockdown, but like Strickland won the fight clearly. I was shocked that one judge had a 49-46 Costa. He was probably MMA Joey's friend, the judge that had a 49-46 Costa. Joey's good people, so I think Joey's okay, but like that take is just horrible. Rona versus Phil Rowe would end in a double knockout. Nah, they're not knocking each other out. It'd be a worse fight than that the fight that we just saw him and with Nico Price. It'd be a worse fight than that. They're not gonna finish each other. Like I bet the overs in that Matthews and Rowe fight, because I was like Rowe's not gonna finish him. He's pretty terrible. I know he's got some knockouts, but he's not gonna finish Matthews. Yo, we got a super chat from Luis Sempereno. He said Costa. Damn, Costa broke your heart. And I told you, bro. Like Costa's not that guy, bro. Like, but I mean, fair play though. Like you were trying to make some money on under that. I appreciate the $10 super chat though, Luis. Guys, let's get some W's in the chat for Luis, bro. I was dropping super chats in the stream. I appreciate that, brother. He said fair play, pick him. Yeah, bro. Like Costa, just like I think Duplessis is way better than Costa, and Duplessis couldn't really drop Strickland, right? Like Duplessis is actually gonna mix in takedowns. Costa doesn't mix in takedowns. Like that's the reason that I was like, I gotta pick someone as a lock, and who I'm gonna pick that I'm confident in. I think Strickland's gonna win this fight. If it was 3 rounds, I mean maybe Costa could have won. Even then, Strickland would have won the 3-round matchup the way this fight ended up being. Yeah, Costa. I mean, he could still beat some guys outside the top 5. I feel like, but depending, I think he beats Roman Dolidze. I think that's a good matchup for him, Roman Dolidze. Dolidze's like striking is way worse than Costa. You think Chuck Buffalo TKO round 1, round 2? I mean, like Prate's chin is not terrible. I'll say that much. But he can maybe catch him with a left hook, because that left hook from Radke is nasty, bro. I mean, that left hook that he landed in Urbina was so crisp. I mean, that was so tight. And yeah, I went back and rewatched that TKO like over Urbina a couple of times, because I was because I was thinking about paroling Prates, and I haven't done it. I parolayed Klein and what's his name and Taylor Lapis already, because I think Klein's gonna win, because Klein's takedown defense is honestly pretty good, and Moises is not like crazy volume striker either. He'll like wait for his counter striking like opportunities, but I think Klein's gonna beat him. Moises. Miklas, I can't wait to watch Carlos Prates fight on Saturday. He's one of my favorite fighters. Yeah, Prates, bro, like his last fight, honestly, like we could give him a break, right? Because his UFC debut, like how many times have I seen these guys not look good in the UFC debut? Still found the knockout shot though over Giles. I was waiting for that, bro. I picked him by second on TKO, and I was waiting for that. I was sick, bro. I was sick. I know he was a big underdog on the live odds. He was like plus 400 on the live odds. People were like, everyone was betting Giles live. You can't bet these guys that have crazy power. You can't bet against them live because you never know, they might find the kill shot. But yeah, or like Radke actually has a chin on him, so it's not gonna be that easy to knock him out. He's gonna have to land like a crazy knee up the middle or something. Like he does throw nice knees up the middle. Part his is good, but Giles was hitting him with some hitting him up onto that chin. Giles actually has a good jab, man. Giles' jab is underrated. I feel like he just he was keeping it competitive with Duplessis, who's champion right now. So if you go back and watch Giles' fight with Duplessis, the first like round and a half, like there was a really close fight, and eventually like Duplessis knocked him out because Giles' chin is kind of suspect, but Giles is not like a bad striker. Connor versus Chandler is canceled. The fight's not canceled yet, right? The fight's not canceled. Just the press conference that's canceled. I'm pretty confident Eduardo Mora wins. He's basically the female version of Giles Almeida. Yeah, her striking, bro. Her striking is pretty terrible. Like the way she keeps that chin up in the middle, like up in the air. Like Denise Gomes, I mean, like I think that size is gonna play a factor though. Like Mora's way bigger than her, and Denise Gomes has to knock her out in the first round. If she can't knock her out in the first round, I think Mora's eventually gonna get the takedowns and probably like ragdoll her on the ground. Probably like look for submission or like TKO, but I think she's gonna win by decision because Denise Gomes is a tough bro. She's not gonna just give up out there. But Denise Gomes takedown defense is why I'm picking Mora. I'm probably not gonna bet. I don't know if I'm gonna bet on this fight. I don't know if I'll bet on it because Mora is actually like minus 170 or some shit, like almost 2-1. And DC Gomes actually has more experience in fighting in the UFC right now. Like Mora's fight in the UFC, like her debut was a freebie. Like fighting Montserrat Canejo Ruiz, who's like shouldn't be fighting at flyweight. She should be fighting at atom weight. Like that was a bad matchup for Ruiz, who's way undersized. You also said Pratos or Charles Radke. I'm picking Pratos, man. Pratos. I'm not just gonna give up on Pratos just because he wasn't looking that good in his debut. The Wolf said thoughts on Herb Dean letting Kopylov lay on top of Caesar. I mean, he did what he needed to do to win, right? That's why I picked Caesar Almeida. Like I was picking him since he was underdog. Like I didn't bet serious money on him. I had him in like a $20 free DraftKings long shot parlay, but yeah, that wasn't gonna cash anyways because I had Gillespie in there too. I like bet on Brown. I mean, I bet on Brown by decision, so I like made the money back anyways. But thing about Kopylov is, I mean, he was so tired, bro. He was so exhausted, but he kept getting those takedowns because Almeida's like takedown defense is so terrible. But Kopylov, I mean, he's a smart fighter, man. He did what he needed to do to win. Urbina looked stoned in that fight. Yeah, wasn't he smoking a lot of Kush before the fight? I know he's posting pictures with a lot of weed. Yeah, he was scared, bro. Like once he got hit a couple of times by Radke, he wasn't trying to trade anymore. He wasn't throwing back anymore. He was just defending the whole time. He knew that he was gonna get knocked out, so he was like scared to exchange with Radke. Urbina went from Radke to Malat real quick. Yeah, they're trying to get Malat back on track. They're trying to get him back on track. Yeah, I'm sure Malat's probably like a 2-1, 3-1 over Urbina. So so you have some bias, Anakin, or you would pick Radke regardless. I so I would pick Radke. I think he's a good underdog. Yeah, at the minus plus 190 now, like the line's getting crazy. I feel like it's not a if you want an underdog to bet on, probably not bad. But yeah, I don't know. Betting against Prates, bro. Prates has so much experience in kickboxing. I mean, Muay Thai. I mean, over 100 fights in Muay Thai. This guy's a lifelong striker. And Radke's hasn't been like he's mostly known as a grappler that has learned to strike recently. And like Prates' chin is not terrible. I know he's been knocked out before, but he was actually out there fighting legit guys even before the UFC. He wasn't fighting bums out there. He's fought some Russian guys also before. Emil Claire said I'm biased on practice because he's one of my favorites. I love his striking. Yeah, bro. Like his knees up the middle, like yeah, his knees up the middle, the long range attacks, those straight left that he hit up Bells with was nasty. I actually bet him both times. I bet him by KO on that contender series over Mitch Ramirez. Yeah, that was a really good. That was the same week we had on that Paris card. I think that was the same week we had that Gone versus was it Gone? I think Gone versus Sergey card. That was like one of the best weekends for me betting wise. I made like 20. I think I made like over 15 units on that card, like close to 20, because I did really good on that contender series fight card, and then we did really good on that Paris card. The only fight that I got wrong on that Paris card was Jocelyn Edwards versus Nora Cannoli. A fight that should have gone to Jocelyn because I think she won the fight, but they gave it to Nora Cannoli. Nico Price looked like he eats some markers. What the fuck? That's fucking hilarious. Brock His is super dangerous. Radke's gonna have to work hard to close the distance. Yeah, he's gonna have to mix in some takedowns and make him work. He shouldn't just stay at range and strike. He's gonna have to get on the inside. And he's not fighting someone like Urbino who's gonna be scared to who's scared to trade with him. Larry said I'm picking doubts on these picks for next fight night. I'm passing on all WMA, Marcos, Prates, Klein, Lapis, Rodas, Baeza, Ferreira, Marquez, Cannonier. Bro, I like the first couple fights they're betting on. I like Marcos. He's almost underdog. I'm just waiting for him to get. I'm just waiting to get plus money on him. I already have him in like a 3-leg Klein, Marcos, and Ken Mabo parlay. Like, but I'm waiting to get plus money on him to like bet him straight up money line. I don't know about parlaying them. I mean, I would not parlay Marquez. He's not even underdog anymore. Like, I would not parlay Baeza 2-year layoff. Fajira, I think is good. Cannonier, I mean, I'm not picking Cannonier, but I'm picking Amawa. But it's up to you. But if you feel like they all get it done, I mean, probably do it. But I'm not gonna parlay those guys. Marquez and these other guys, Baeza. Even though Baeza should win, but 2-1 line on a guy 2-year layoff. I mean, fuck, like I'm good on that. But yeah, I mean, they could cash, definitely good cash though. Nate said, I hope there's some knockouts this card. If it goes like 3-2, I'm leaving early, I swear. Yeah, you're going to be watching live, right, in person, Nate Brown? I think we're going to see some knockouts, bro. Like, the way this card, there's going to be a lot of finishes on this card, I feel like. On the main card, especially on the main card. Moises versus Klein, I mean, that could probably go the distance because Moises is pretty tough. Klein is not really a crazy finisher. He will go for a finish, but I don't know if he's going to get a finish that fight. And McClellan said, "Yeah, Radke is hittable when he covers the distance. He's got to be careful. Because careful practice is a precision striker. Yeah, best parlay ever, Larry. I think that's like plus 1,000." He said. Douglas, what's going on? Douglas said, "What's up, fam? I was sad until I saw your live. Cheered me up a bit. I'm glad you're cheered you up, bro. Let's go." And he said, the fight that will hopefully have KOs will be Prates and Radke. Baez. Yeah, Baez and Soriano, someone's going to go to sleep in that fight. They're really, like, Baez is like a precision striker. He's actually got some power. And Soriano just kind of, like, telegraphs his hooks. And he's not really going to wrestle. He should probably wrestle in this fight. I don't really think he's going to get the takedown, even if he wrestles. He's moving down. This is his first fight at welterweight, right? He's moving down from middleweight. And he said, but they could somehow all go the distance. No, I don't really see these fights going there. I picked a lot of decisions last card. I picked Lima by decision. I picked Perez decision. I picked Dawson decision. I picked Matthews decision. I picked what was the other fights? I picked a lot of decisions, bro. Like, then I picked the submissions. I got most of the method of victory right. But yeah, I had a feeling those fights were gonna go the distance because Dawson doesn't really finish anyone. I was like, maybe he can be live for a 3rd round submission. Well, there wasn't a lot of juice on the 3rd round submission. It's like he can grapple, he can like defend submissions. Dawson is so boring though. Like, I don't think they're ever gonna put him on the main card. The guy is so boring, just lays and prays. Marcos versus Reese too. Yeah, I mean that's a fight that I'm gonna stay away from because Reese is pretty terrible. I'm gonna pick Marquez by knockout. Maybe decision. I mean, he could go the distance because but Reese doesn't really go the distance a lot, and he makes a lot of mistakes out there. And Marquez can grapple though, like so I don't know if he's gonna get Reese is gonna get a submission off on him. He's gonna look for submissions though, because BJJ nerds always look for submissions. I just don't think he's gonna get the submission off. If Ikram didn't get scheduled, him versus Costa should have got rebooked. Yeah, I mean that was gonna be a good fight, man. I was gonna pick Ikram. I would pick Ikram over Costa any day. I'll be honest with you guys. And he said if Marquez versus Reese goes the distance, I'm going to be pissed, Anakin. The only way I see that going the distance if Reese, like, I don't think the way he fights is so careless out there. Like he's trying to finish you every minute that he's fighting out there. Like so, I don't really think that's gonna go the distance. It's the line's not even under 2.5 rounds. It's set at 1.5. I'm not gonna bet under 1 because Marquez can probably drag this out. If Reese wins, it's probably gonna be under 1.5 rounds. So I'd probably play something like Reese round 1, then maybe bet. I'm just gonna stay away more. I don't really force bets on these fights like 50-50 fights anymore. You want an Ikram versus Fluffy? Yeah, that's the fight that we're supposed to see. Ray Kopylov took that fight on short notice against Fluffy, or Kopylov would be on like a 5-5 win streak right now. Nate said, "Same here, Anakin. Fluffy is so tough. Ikram would have to engage the grappling, and neither guy is lay and pray." I was picking Ikram. I actually betting Ikram at minus 130 over Fluffy, but that fight got canceled. Like I was going heavy on Ikram in that fight. I had him in a parlay. Also in him in a parlay, I had Danny Barlow in a parlay when Danny Barlow was supposed to fight Kinosita. Both of those fights got got canceled though. Antoine said that'd be a fire matchup. To you all crazy grappling on both sides. Yeah, I would pick Ikram because I think striking is a lot better than Fluffy. But Fluffy probably would be live for a submission because we have seen Ikram get locked in a submission before. I don't know if you guys seen the highlight of him getting caught in that guillotine choke when he rolled out of way using the fence. But yeah, it's not gonna be a bad matchup. Bro, how fucking far behind him on chat? Holy shit. Bob said Bob in the house. What's going on? Bob in the house. He said blind tail pick him. The only way to fly. Yeah, let's go, Bob. But if you bet a money on my lock of the week, the last 4 UFC cards, you should be up pretty big right now. You should be up. We had Lopez. Obviously, we had Lopez as our lock of the week. Moneyline. We had Ruffy by TQ as our lock of the week. We had Woodson Decision as a lock of the week. We had we've been killing on the lock of the weeks. So I'm happy with the lock of the weeks. Houston said W Anakin. Let's go. Houston said Yusuf Valentina says he might be fighting at Saphir. The Sphere. So is Ilya versus Max after that pay-per-view? Bro, I'm excited for that Ilya versus Max pay-per-view. I really, as much as I want to see Max stay at 155, I mean, I do want to see him challenge Ilya Topuria though, because I think that's the toughest fight for Ilya Topuria right now. Max Holloway. I don't really see anyone else beating Ilya Topuria. I don't really see anyone else beating Ilya Topuria at 145. We need Justin versus. I want to see Dustin Poirier versus Max Holloway at 155. I mean, for that BMF belt. So I want to see that matchup a lot, man. Give me a second, guys. Better reply to a text soon. I want to see that match. Hopefully, they make that matchup soon. That's a good fight. Yeah, I mean, Dustin versus Geetsy, they use a good fight because they're 1-1 right now, right? Jason said Dustin would do Volkanovski so dirty. Volkanovski should fight Aljo. Nah, I don't know if Dustin would knock him out. I know everyone was gonna pick Dustin by knockout, but I don't know, bro. Like I don't like Poirier. Like Poirier actually has some power. Like obviously Dustin can knock him out too, but I don't know. I don't know if he would knock him out as easy as people think. Volkanovski is like one of the best strikers out there. As long as he like takes time and recovers that chin, if he comes back or like after a couple months off, I feel like he's probably gonna be live to get a win over Poirier, because he can mix some takedowns, right? Like Volkanovski can actually offensively wrestle. Like let's not forget that. Probably not gonna be easy taking on Poirier because Poirier's takedown defense looked really good in that Makhachev fight recently. TJ said you were the number 4 most profitable MMA bettor in 2024. How do you feel? It's good, bro. It's good getting recognition by people. Antoine said who would you have in Makhachev versus Sarukian? I would pick Makhachev. by decision. I don't think he's finishing Sorokin. I think I would pick him by decision. I don't think he'd finish him, and even in the rematch, I don't really see him finishing. Maybe you can finish him by submission. I mean, I could see a submission. I could see him locking in a submission. But Sorokin, this guy's so tough, bro. He's not gonna give up out there. Like that Oliveira submission in the first round was so close. This guy just not. This guy just doesn't want to tap out there. The Concho went after Fight Fury hard. Pick him. You got a white nighter. Nah, I'm good, bro. I don't really care about Fight Fury. Why should I care about Fight Fury, man? Rigo's the one that Rigo cares about her more than anyone out there. I feel like Tatsuro Taira versus Alex Perez. I'm taking Taira, man. I know I'm the minus 180. I was thinking about parlaying Tatsuro Taira with Asuma Bayev. Bayev's like minus 355. The line's actually like gone wider now. It's like minus 350 now, minus 390 now. I want to do Nate Manus. Nate Manus is my boy, bro. So I want to parlay him with the Mabayev and Tatsuro Taira. Haven't done it yet. I might do that though. Still like parlay. It's a chalky parlay because Mabayev was like minus 400 almost. Nate Manus is like minus 400. I just don't see Nate Manus losing that fight. I mean, Jimmy Flake fight. He's not losing to Jimmy Flake. No way. Ain't no way. Pick him already miles behind in the chat. Say Slucky needed to give Dawson an opening by doing something. He just laid on his back. Yeah. Nah, Dawson just doesn't have any ground and pound. His ground and pound's like some of the most soyest ground and pound I've seen out there. Moreno is always up and down. Yeah. Santiago fight messed him up, bro. Like, he's always been chinny. It's not like that. He actually looked good in the Santiago fight. He was like outclassing Santiago easy before he got knocked out in the third round. Makwan Mirkani is fighting Attila Kirk Mats. Bro, I have no clue who that is. We faded him in that last fight. That was my only bet on the card. I bet on Machayev. What was his name? I can't remember his name. Machayev, some shit like that. We actually got him at plus money. So I told you guys, Makwan Mirkani has like 5 minutes of cardio in him. If he can't finish you in the first 5 minutes by submission, he's gonna just give up out there. That's what he's known for. That's the only guy that I bet on. I gotta look into this guy, bro. This guy, Kirk Maz. I don't even know who. I've never heard of this guy before. And Bob said I'm laughing all the way to the bank of Pick'em. Let's go, Bob. Let's go, bro. Fade Makwan Americani. We gotta find out who this guy is. If he's like a bum, then probably like if he has cardio, if he has durability and submission defense, that's all you really need to beat Makwan Americani these days. Don't pick Makwan, bro. Like I've never picked Makwan. I don't ever remember. I picked Darren Murphy over him too. I don't ever pick Makwan Americani to beat anyone. Douglas said Ilya has the most effective boxing in UFC. Yeah, his boxing is super clean. Who could possibly be the most profitable betting channel? There's people out there that are doing really good this year. I know Prodigy Bets is like number 1 in 2024. And he said, how's Moises versus Klein in the prelims, and they have Baeza versus Soriano Reese. I don't know if that's the final, like, is that the final order of the card? I'm not sure. They might like, I don't know. They might like, they should have that Moises versus Klein fight on the main card. I don't know why they keep putting Moises on the prelims. They actually put him in the early prelims when he fought Richard Ramirez, whatever his name is, Mitchell Ramirez, I think, yeah. Moicano and Pick'em slayed the card last night. Yo, I got 2 picks wrong on the card. I got Cesar Almeida pick wrong. Cesar could have won the fight if he just didn't give up takedowns in the second, third round because he's out striking a Kopylov on the feet. But then I got Moreno pick wrong, obviously. I think I said, what do you think about Dawson versus Carlos Ferreira? Bro, Carlos Ferreira would knock him out cold. Like, that's not a good matchup for Dawson. He's not holding down, like, Diego Carlos Ferreira. You mean Diego Ferreira, Carlos Ferreira? That's the same person, right? That's the same person, yeah, Carlos Diego Ferreira. Yeah, I don't think he's holding him down. He's probably going to get knocked out cold. Douglas said, and, like, Dawson is, like, worse than Gamera. Like, at least Dawson has control, right? At least this guy can control people on the ground. Like, Gamera can't control a fucking fly on the ground. Douglas said Rigo cared about Fight Fury. Punjabi Rigo never give a fuck about Fight Fury, bro. I don't know. It's not really my type. Like, just, I don't know. I don't really like girls with short hair like that. Hamberly said, I had all the right picks on the prelims, only got Dustin and Moreno wrong. That's good picks, Amberly. You went 10-2, just like me. Bob said, look, pick him another chick in the chat. Yeah, bro, we got some chicks watching MMA now. It's good. It's good time to be a UFC fan. Um, bro, Connor is apparently injured. Is he really? It just might be just be rumors. He probably doesn't want to fight anymore. What, like, he's got all the money in the world. Like, why would you want to keep fighting if you've got all this money? He just bought like a percentage in the BKFC recently. Does Lucas Tracy have the worst takes on MMA YouTube? I know they're all picking Islam by first round submission, right? Him and Guru picked him by first round submission. I was picking him by third round submission, then I changed it to second round. I was like, I don't know if he's gonna, he might submit him to second round, but first round submission, bro, like it's not that easy submitting Dustin Poirier. Like, let's just say that much. Like, Dustin Poirier does get sub, but it's not that easy in the first. Like, no one's gonna submit him in the first round. Hardly anyone like finishes Dustin Poirier. I know Michael Johnson finished him by KO in the first round, but not a lot of people finish Dustin Poirier in the first round. Even like Gatesy knocked him out in the second round, right? Like, Bob said hi, Amberly. By the way, I told you that Chase Hooper striking was getting better. Yeah, you were right on that. I got that pick wrong, Amberly. Good pick there. Yeah, his striking, like, he's a world class striker now, bro. Lucas Tracy can't keep Volkanovski's resume out of his mouth. He said Kopla would beat Izzy, like, which is crazy. Kopla's not beating Izzy, bro. Like, Izzy actually has cardio. Like, Kopla doesn't have cardio. He's not taking on Izzy, like, trying to, the way he took down Almeida. Bob said Lucas Tracy, Guru, Angelo are the pick flip channels. Um, like, the only thing I don't like about Angelo is, like, he's okay. I mean, if you can make money off selling picks and stuff, like, you gotta if you want to hustle, you can do that, right? Like, there's nothing wrong with that. But at least, like, be honest with your people, man. Like, they don't talk about the Pearl 50 parlays that don't cash. They just move on. Like every time they miss the 50 parlay on the fight nights cards, they always talk about 50 parlay that hit on the pay-per-views. Like, it's like so fucking sneaky. That's the only thing I don't like about Angelo. Like, and also like the premium plug every fucking couple minutes, 2 minutes. Like, he's talked about joining his premium membership. It's like it's kind of hilarious. Lucas glazes Kopilov and Fluffy way too much. I think Fluffy, like, they should. I mean, they already fought, right? Fluffy subbed him, but I think Fluffy's like could challenge for a belt sometime, but it needs to work on the striking. His striking needs to get better. Did I enjoy 3-2? I did. Apparently not everyone did. I don't really enjoy it much. The fights are pretty horrible. Don't forget to sign up for Angelo's premium picks. Shake my head. Bro, I do this part time. How am I up more units than fucking Angelo and these guys? Like, how? Like, make it make sense, right? Like, fuck. They don't even do recaps. Like, I lose money on cards, and I always do my recap. Like, I always post all the bets, like recaps and everything on the community post. They don't talk about it. They talk about how their drafting numbers are the best out there. Like, it's fucking sneaky. It's just so it's like it's not good, bro. You gotta be honest with your people. Like, people are paying all this money. Like, he's making 30K a month. I was selling picks. Like, that's why he probably doesn't care about making money betting, right? When you're making all this money on selling picks, why would you care about making money on bets? Angelo's locks are so weird. I mean, Angelo's actually got, like, not Angelo, Jacob, right? Jacob's actually got better, like, underdog. You mean you're talking about Jacob, right? Not Angelo, I think. Jacob's the one that picks lock of the weeks, I think. He does better on the lock of the week picks than Angelo does on the 50 parlays. And those 50 parlays are like minus 200, minus 180 or some shit like that. Like I said on the Bob pick flip, I would have had I would have had have made a serious bag if the Strickland Costa fight didn't go the distance. I had a 10 leg parlay, and that was the last leg. It paid plus 172. Bro, holy shit. Yeah, that fight was not gonna be a finish, man. Because they're both like, Paulo Costa hasn't really knocked out anyone in so long, and Strickland doesn't really go for a finish. UFC Louisville lock, bro. I don't have a lock for you right now, bro. I take my time with the lock of the weeks. I'm gonna, like, do more research with the lock of the weeks. We're on a 4-0 run right now. We hit the last 4 lock of the weeks. We hit the last 6 or 7 lock of the weeks in a row. Not in a row. We missed the Nickelodeon. That's the only lock we missed on. in the last 7 UFC cards. Don't forget, guys, it's only $10 a month from your pocket to Angelo's bank. Yeah, the safety parlay never hits. It's not even that. Like, if you're gonna, like, I get a safety parlay that you want to have a safety parlay, but at least, like, I don't know. Like, I don't really care. Whatever. Like, they just don't talk about missing the safety parlay. They only talk about the ones that hit. Like, it's like that's the only thing I don't like agree with. Like, I miss bets all the time. I missed a couple parlays last, like, on the last card because of the main win over longer than I expected. I mean, went over like 2.5 rounds, went over 3.5 rounds. So I missed like 2 parlays there. Like, I talk about it. Like, I talk about my losses. These guys just don't talk about their losses. They blame fighters. Like, oh, I think he had Angela Hill over 2.5 rounds in the parlay. So he's like, oh, he was like pissed off at Angela Hill for finishing that fight. Like, bro, they're supposed to finish the fight. Like, trying to make 50K bonus to finish the fight. And Pinheiro, like, how can you bet over 2.5 rounds in a fight? Like, with Pinheiro, with the cardio that Pinheiro has. Pinheiro has no cardio. He's a quitter. So he quits out there. Bruno should KO Dustin easy. But Dustin actually looked good in the last fight. So, like, I'm not crazy. I was honestly thinking about parlaying the under 1.5 in like another with the under 2.5 rounds in that Baeza versus who's that Soriano fight. I wanna go with the under 2.5 rounds just to be safe because like Stoltzfus, he's only been knocked out in the first round once, right? It was by Abus when he caught him with the front kick to the face. So it's not like Stoltzfus is like not that. He's pretty horrible. I mean, his record obviously isn't good in paper, but he's actually looking better these days. Like, his striking is looking better, his grappling is looking better, takedowns are timing on takedowns is looking better. I think Bruno is better than him in the grappling also. He's got better judo, better takedowns, better striking, more power. But I don't think it's gonna be just like it's gonna be easy fight like as everyone thinks it's gonna be. Angelo's too annoying. I have to watch his videos on double speed. He plugs his premium too much. Yeah. I mean, they're making a fucking killing off that premium race, so I mean, why wouldn't they want to plug their premium? Just offer every fight too. I don't really watch the breakdowns anymore. I used to watch their breakdowns before, like a couple months back. I just stopped watching it because I don't want to question my own picks. My picks are like I do my tape study and I pick fighters who I think are gonna win. And like watching all these other only channel that I watch consistently on picks is AJ MMA Experts, and I watch like one more channel. Johnny K Picks is good. I think that like I've done breakdowns with Johnny K Picks and Blood Money MMA. They're good. They're homies. I don't really watch V1 picks that much anymore. Like I watched like the first couple minutes on that recent Louisville video, and he's talking about how like he thinks that Marcos was losing his fight to Ricky Lang. Like, I don't know how anyone thinks that Marcos was losing that fight, bro. Marcos was beating him easy. Like, there's no way anyone thinks that Marcos was losing that Ricky Lang fight before that no contest. I wonder what Darnold's picks will be for this weekend. Yeah, we gotta find out on the clown show. We gotta bring him on. Hopefully he's back on the clown show this week. I'll probably hop in there. I'll hop on the live on the clown show. I've been on the clown show twice on the live stream. It's fun. I mean, it's fun. The clown show's funny. Bro, I love the clown show when he brings up Angelo for V1 picks and talks about him. It's so fucking hilarious. And Douglas said the only person I'd ever consider paying is UFC gambling addicts to join his Discord. I mean, he seems like a good dude. I've only seen like his videos a handful of times. And he said, I bet he will have Justy Butler, Baeza, Moises. Butler, bro. I mean, Justy Butler at plus 450 is like Katona, bro. You guys remember Katona was my lock the week over Armfield, right? Like, even though people were saying that he should have won the fight, I don't know. Armfield was landing the better shots out there, so I scored that fight for Armfield 29-28. But yeah, people are saying that like I think Butler should not be plus 450. He had a tough fight in his UFC debut. He fought at 155 against Jim Miller. That's a tough fight, man. Jim Miller actually has a lot of knockout power. Katona doesn't have a lot of knockout power. He's mostly a grappler that's going to mix in takedowns. He's a volume striker. Butler at plus 450 is not crazy. Like, there's some value on plus 450 though. And McCliff said pick him. Should I put 2.8 units in Taiwan Chai? What's the money line? I haven't checked the lines. I don't think I'll be betting on. I just like watching those fights just for entertainment. I don't really bet on Muay Thai and stuff. Moicano makes savage picks too. Yeah, Moicano's got good picks because he actually trains the American top team with some of these guys that fight out there. I watch Moicano. Yeah, I watch Moicano because he knows what he's talking about. Some of these fighters are like so biased, bro, when they're picking. Moicano is one of those fighters that's not biased when he's making picks. He doesn't care. I know he's picking his boy Moises right this week, but Moises is like, I get it why people are picking Moises though. Durno has better picks than Enza. Yeah, yeah. Jason said Bruno might be solid on a 2-fight parlay. Um, I would take him by like I think he's not a bad parlay piece, but minus 265. I mean, he has never gone past a round and a half, right? He's gotten all first round finishes, so it's like, what happens if it goes over 1.5 rounds? I'm sure his cardio is not terrible, like, but what happens if it goes over 1.5 rounds? That's my only question. That's why I haven't parlayed him yet. I think he's one of the better parlay pieces on the card though, because he can grapple too. He can go for his own takedowns and land some elbows from top position. He's got good jiu-jitsu also. And like I said, I watched Darno and Jesse Butler to parlay. He said, was it him that said parlay Grant Dawson and Selecki together? Was it? I think it was him. Moicano's so biased. He's not that biased. I mean, he'll pick against some guys like his favor his friends sometimes. So he picks against his friends sometimes. I think Moicano is chill, man. I wish I picked Moicano to be Turner. Like Turner, just can't trust Turner anymore. And that Darno parlay is gonna be Dustin Sosa's, Jesse Butler, Ricky Tercios. Yeah. I think Ricky Terce is not winning this fight. I think like as the only thing that scares me about like Rosa Jr. is that he's 19 years old. Like he's still really young. Terce just has no takedown defense. Like that's the thing about Terce though. He's never been sub before, so maybe Rosa Jr. wins by decision because he might just take him down over and over. Moicano has solid picks, but yeah, he openly says he's biased for certain fighters. He's rooting for literally knows them IRL. Yeah, he knows them in real life, so he's gonna talk to these people in real life. Like, if you're picking against these guys, like he's gonna talk to them in person. That's not Rigo, right? It's not Rigo. Who's this, bro? Rigo, did you change your picture? I know that's not you. You don't have the mod wrench next to your name. Is that you, Mr. Pevs? What's going on, Mr. Pevs? That's gotta be Mr. Pevs. I have a sneaky feeling that might be Mr. Pevs. Yeah, Moicano's got good points. Like I like watching his breakdowns because he actually trains with some of these fighters out there. Moicano says motherfucker a lot, and that's a plus. Yeah, he's funny, bro. Moicano's funny. TG said, yo, bro, rumor is McGregor is out of the fight against Chandler. Who do you think replaces him? I don't know, bro. I don't know. Imagine Volkanovski takes this fight on short notice. Isn't Volkanovski trying to fight Chandler or Connor? So it might be Volkanovski's all he's been looking for a fight, right? So it might be Volkanovski. I don't really see who else it could be. I mean, they're not gonna put Gamrot in there. Like, no way. They're not putting Gamrot out there. Sorokin's not gonna be ready. He's waiting for his title shot. So Gaethje's not gonna be ready that quickly. Max is not gonna be. He's not gonna be fighting Chandler. I feel like probably Volkanovski maybe. Jake Paul. Jake Paul. Yeah. Yeah, Jake Paul, that fight's canceled, right? That Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul fight is canceled, I think. Rigo's here. Sounds the Pips alarm. Yeah. Mod Rigo. Yeah, I'll definitely be modding Rigo, man, for sure. Yeah, that's me in my picture. Yeah, I'm sure that's you. You're fucking hilarious, Mr. Pips. We got Cobra in the house. Let's go, Cobra. What's going on, you, bro? He's like just hitting my vape and making grape. That's me, blah. Okay. It's fucking hilarious, bro. Holy shit. Bro, why do you hate Rigo so much though, Mr. Pips? Let me know. I'm just still curious. Like, why don't you like Rigo? That's crazy. I know Vlad from UFC Celebrities doesn't like Rigo either. Rigo's chill though. I think Rigo's chill, man. I like Rigo. You're eating pineapple? Okay, bro. Let's go. You should be eating pineapple on pizza, bro. Pineapple belongs on pizza. Let me check the poll, man. I forgot to check the poll already. 67% saying the UFC 302 sucked, right? Yeah, I think it sucked. I think it was a pretty terrible card. That was a pretty terrible card overall. Guys, make sure you guys smash the like button, guys. Let's go. We got 15 likes in the stream. I appreciate the 15 likes in the stream. Let's go. Lucas Tracy just dropped the video. The biggest narrative shift for each fighter from UFC 302. Bro, I'm shocked that it took so long for Makhachev to finish him. It's kind of crazy. Poirier's like taking defense actually looked a lot better. Mr. Pibbs said I'm almost off my shift. Alright, Mr. Pibbs. Imposter, yeah, it's definitely not Rigo. T. Ferguson replacement so he can get marked by Chandler again. Yeah, they're not making that fight. T. Ferguson's fighting Michael Chiesa, right? He's gonna sub, bro. T. Ferguson is gonna be Michael Chiesa. Let's do a poll right now. Let's do it. We need that poll. I'm picking Tony Ferguson. Like, call me crazy. I'm picking Tony Ferguson to be Michael Chiesa. Michael Chiesa is fucking dog shit. Ferguson. I'm picking Ferguson, man. I think Ferguson's gonna darce him in the first round. My pick is T. Ferguson, Tony Ferguson by first round submission over Michael Chiesa. Watch Michael Chiesa shoot a desperate takedown and then get subbed right away. Hopefully, this is a winnable fight for Tony Ferguson. They should have probably made Nick Diaz versus Tony Ferguson. I think that would probably would make more sense right now. Bob said, "Say hi to Rigo, the Cobra." Pizzas for gays and Italians. Okay, Cobra, you don't like pizza? I thought you're a pizza fan. I mean, how are you not a pizza fan, bro? Holy shit. Peckham loves pizza, bro. I like pizza. I like pineapple on pizza. I think it's good. Pip said, I just got a new job at Chipotle, blah. I'm almost. You're trying to talk to Rigo. He said, I'm almost off, then I'm going live. Yeah, of course you're going to go live later, Mr. Pibbs. Douglas said, we can take Cobra off the back of the milk cartons now. I told you all it was free. It was free Cobra. Well, he don't look Italian, bro. I'm Italian, man. I'm 100% Italian. Don't be racist in the chat now, guys. I'm 100% Italian. I changed my ethnicity from Indian to Punjabi to Italian. I only eat pasta now. Imagine Tony gets KO'd, bro. Michael Chiesa can't KO a fucking fly out there. Like, he's not gonna KO Tony Ferguson. No fucking way. Like, Chiesa's striking is terrible. Like, his grappling is pretty shit too. You can go for takedowns, bro, but I'm picking Tony Ferguson, guys. Fuck Chiesa. Chiesa sucks. If Tony Ferguson loses, it will be my end. I don't know. He's not losing to Michael Chiesa, man. I'll tell you guys right now. He's not losing to Michael Chiesa. I'm going to pick Tony Ferguson by first round darce choke. Mr. Pip said, who wins in a grape match? Me or you? What the fuck? What do you mean grape match? Bro, I challenged you to a UPC championship right on the Aegis stream. You never showed up, Mr. Pibbs. What's going on, Mr. Pibbs? You didn't accept my challenge, bro. Push-up challenge. I mean, if you're down, I'll do it right now on the live stream with you. If you join up, I know you're not joining up though. I've been calling you out for so long, Mr. Pibbs. Bob said, attacking fights and eating pineapple. Life's good. Yeah, bro. Pineapple. I don't really eat pineapple on its own. I like pineapple on pizza though. Pineapple pepperoni. Pineapple pepperonis. I mean, like some ground beef on it. Like I actually like pineapple. When I used to smoke weed, I mean, that's since then I've been like, I wasn't really like a pineapple person on pizza before smoking weed, but I actually like pineapple on pizza. I think it's good. Rigo, I've been wondering, do you still? You said Tony time. Yeah, it's Tony time, motherfuckers. He's gonna throw sand in Kiesa's face and probably darce choke him after. Yo, Mr. Pibbs, how do you have so many ALT accounts? Like, do you make one every fucking day? Like, I feel like you probably make like 10 a day. He's from Sicily. Yeah, exactly, bro, exactly. I got all the connections out there with the mobs, with the Italian mob. Don't make me fucking call the Italian mob on you, Mr. Pibbs. I'll call him up right now. I got all the context. Tony wants to lose 11 in a row, bro. He's not losing to Mike Chiesa. I'm not locking Tony Ferguson. I think he's gonna win. I really think he's gonna win. Hopefully he's a big underdog, so I can probably bet on Tony. haven't bet on Tony Ferguson in so long. Never liked Kiyosaki. Yeah, me neither, bro. Like Kiyosaki's dog shit. I remember people were picking Kiyosaki over Holland, and he got Dar choked in the first round. Kyoto's terrible, man. He just doesn't. I don't think he's really like cares about fighting. At least Tony Ferguson's still out there competing and not looking terrible out there. He said I disagreed, man. Tony is of course not right now. Kyoto will beat him, not. Bro, Kyoto. What has Kyoto done? Tell me what Kyoto has done. That like I know Tony has lost like what 7 in a row now, like 7 fights in a row. I don't know. I'm not really a Kyoto person. I'll be honest with you guys. I know he's a former welterweight, but I don't think he's gonna win this fight. Larry said, Tony by first round is a crazy take, but I'll tail that pick him. I think he's gonna get it done, bro. I'm gonna bet on Tony by submission. I think he's gonna get locked in that submission eventually. I know Kiyosa is gonna be looking to grapple him, and he's gonna run into a door choke. Bro, Kiyosa's been door choked like 9 times. I can't even remember. It's like I've lost count. He loves getting door choked. I think that's one of his kinks. Dude loves getting door choked. Tony's gonna make history for the longest UFC losing streak. He used to have the longest win streak, right, in at 155. Oh, I think it was 11. Now he's like I don't, bro. I think he's gonna win. He's gonna get a win finally. Yo, Rigo, you change your profile picture, nice. Need Browns, Huggies aren't just for kids, blah. Okay, bro. Why do you keep saying blah at the end? I don't know. Rigo doesn't talk like that. I mean, he talks like that sometimes. I don't think really talks like that all the time. Useless, thanks, blah. I just took the selfie earlier before my shift at Chipotle. Okay. You went 10-2 on the card, bro. Same, Shanti, same, bro. I've been 10-2 too. Cora said, who's the hottest UFC fighter right now? It's tough, bro. It's tough. I mean, there's a lot of contenders in the top 5 right now. Definitely Gordon Gendro, but she's the top of the mountain right now for me. Douglas said, wouldn't Tony rather lose 12 in a row, bro? He's not losing more than 7 fights in a row. His losing streak is coming to an end. His losing streak is gonna come to an end. He's gonna win. He's gonna submit Kyosa in the first round by submission. Darshok. I'm telling you guys right now. You guys are gonna call me Mystic Mac for picking Tony Ferguson by submission, because Kyosa loves getting Darshok. Norma Demon, I mean, she's probably got some of the best cake out there. I'll be honest. Like she's got better cake than Perez for sure. Veronica Hardy looks good. Tabdarichi is good, but I don't know. Like she's okay. She's okay. Used to said I laughed my ass off. There's said Michael Kyoso's biggest accomplishment is standing up for his mom against Kevin Lee in the press conference. I just don't think Kyoso's good. Like I'll be honest with you guys. I don't know how he ever made it to the top 6 in the L welterweight. I don't know how he ever was ranked in top 10 at 170 ever. Like it doesn't make sense. I don't think he's ranked still. He's not still ranked anymore. Pip said, "Yo, pick him blah impression of me enjoying go to pick him live stream before hitting a vape and sing." Okay, we gotta chill. You gotta chill, Mr. Pibb. We get it. Why is Norma not fighting for her belt already? She's on a good win streak right now. They're probably gonna do a number 1 title eliminator fight between Carol Harrison and Norma Demon, but I feel like they're gonna give Carol Harrison a title shot. I have a sneaky suspicion that they're gonna give her a title shot after that Carol Harrison. So you got to finish over Holly Holm, but I mean, they might do Mara Buenosova versus Kayla Harrison. I think Kayla Harrison beats anyone out there. Maybe Norma Demon. I mean, she's probably gonna be able to defend takedowns over Kayla Harrison. Maybe. Well, Kayla Harrison is not a woman, right? She's a man, so she probably beats anyone out there at 135. Cake belt, yeah, that's what we need now. We need that cake belt. Perez versus Eileen Norma Demon for the cake belt. Why is Norma not in the contention for a belt? He has great ass, yeah. Bro, she's just got the win over what's her name? JDR, yeah, she's just beat JDR already. And she was getting takedowns on JDR, but I want to see her fight someone like in the top like two, maybe like she fought JDR who was like came back after a layoff, but I want to see her like fight someone like Kayla Harrison or fight someone like Maribon. I think Norma Demond beats Maribon Silva. I really think so. He said Norma is the only woman to win a fight at 145 in the past year. Yeah, they we don't have 145 anymore. But yeah, you're right. Funky Ferguson, bro. Ferguson's gonna win. Are you guys not picking Ferguson? Come on, you guys are done with Ferguson. Oh, no, we got 54% picking Ferguson in the chat right now. Bro, Ferguson's not losing to Kiyosa. I'll tell you guys that right now. Like, if Ferguson loses to Kiyosa, like, we'll do something. Like, I'll get hammered on the stream. I'll drink a whole fucking bottle of whiskey or some shit. Cause I'm gonna need to be drunk after if 21st and loses to Kiyosa. Kiyosa's dog shit. Kiyosa's not good, man. I'm telling you guys right now. He has no submission defense. For a guy having as good as grappling that he has, people think that he has, he's got no submission defense. Um, advise him. I'm a sleepy boy. Pick. I'm time for a nappy nap. All right, bro. You taking a nap right now, bro? Like 6:45. I mean, fuck. Hope you have a good nap. In fact, Ferguson is my lock on that card, bro. I wouldn't really call him a lock, but I feel like it's close. Like Kyosa is just not good, man. I'm just not high on Kyosa. Rigo, get got Vinicius Salvador card. Who's Vinicius Salvador? Okay, Vinicius Salvador. I remember him now. Isn't that the guy that fought Yanez right recently? Yanez. From my fucking hair, I need to get a haircut soon. I'm probably gonna get a haircut later this week. You just took a nap, Shanti. Let's go, Shanti, in the chat right now. What's going on, bro? Bro, you guys actually take a nap during the day, bro? Like I go to sleep mad late. I go to sleep at like 12, 1 a.m. in the morning. I went to sleep at like 2 a.m. in the morning last night. Bob said, welcome back, Shanti. Someone should make Makachev fight for the BMF belt. No, I don't think. I don't know. I don't really want to see him fight for a BMF belt. He wants to move up to 170, bro. He's probably gonna fight Leon Edwards, or the winner of a Bilal Muhammad. Like, I don't. Do you guys think he's gonna fight Bilal Muhammad? Bilal Muhammad wins over Leon. I don't really think he's gonna fight Bilal Muhammad. He's probably not gonna fight Shavkat, right? I mean, Islam versus Shavkat. I think that's the fight that I want to see. I mean, who would you guys pick in that fight, Shavkat or Islam? Shanti said, but you feel like shit after waking up from the nap. Bro, you just wake up super confused. Like, you don't know what the hell's going on. Like, that's why I don't like taking naps during the day. Because you wake up and you have no clue what the fuck is going on, what time it is right now. Like, it's like, I like sleeping, like, during the night. You go to sleep at 7 a.m. in the morning, bro? What the fuck? 7 a.m. in the morning? So you're sleeping during the day? I mean, if you're working nights, I mean, probably then that's okay. Hope you're the baddest mother effer. I want to see Poirier fight for the Beam belt again. Fight Holloway for the third time. He can probably beat. I don't know. Like Holloway at 155 looks really good, but Holloway's probably gonna be fighting to Poirier now. What do you think? Who do you think gives Islam the toughest match of 155? Might be a crazy take, but I think it's Gamera. Bro, Gamera's not giving him a tough fight. I'll tell you that right now, Larry. I know Gamera can go for spam takedowns, but he's not taking on Makhachev. And Makhachev striking his levels above with this guy. Gamera's like close to being knocked out every fight out there. He's been dropped like 5 or 6 fights, and 5 of his last like 6 fights he's been getting dropped. And Gamera just can't control a fly on the ground. Bob said, "I rise when the sun goes down. Cover every game in town." Let's go, Bob. Let's go, bro. Thoughts on napping cover using Shavkat? Yeah, I think Shavkat. I'd pick Shavkat over Islam. Shavkat striking is actually really good too. I know he's probably been away for a while now because of that foot injury. At 170, I think I would pick Shavkat over Islam. I would pick Shavkat over Leon or Bilal Muhammad. Shavkat is my knee-jerk pick, but what if he gets taken down and can't get up? Nah, he's not getting taken on. He can wrestle, he can eventually grapple. Nate said Max would finish Dustin in 3 rounds, bro. Let's be honest. I'd probably pick Max Holloway over Dustin in third time, but I don't know if he would finish Poirier. Poirier's pretty tough, man. He's not knocking Dustin Poirier on the feed. I know he knocked out Gaethje, but Dustin Poirier is like if he catches him with a head kick or something, maybe then. But punch is tough finishing Poirier with a punch. Recently, I mean Poirier's like fucking head so fucking big. You gotta catch him with something crazy like a head kick or like a knee or something. Shanti said Poirier will beat Holloway. What can Holloway even do to Ilya? Jab him. Ilya can destroy his legs and land body kicks on Max. Bro, we've seen longer guys give Ilya Taporia problems, right? Like Jai Herbert. I mean, I almost had him finished. I was watching that like Jai Herbert fight, Klein versus Jai Herbert fight, and Jai Herbert should have beat Klein. I mean, Klein like Jai Herbert got a point taken in that fight. That's the reason that it was a draw. Jai Herbert's not a bad fighter. I think toughest fight for Ilya Taporia is Max Holloway right now. Dustin versus Max 3 would go crazy. Yeah, I think that's the fight that I want to see right now. I don't want to see like as much as I want to see Dustin just retire fighting the best guy ever like out there, like number one pound for pound fighter. Losing to number one pound for pound fighter like is no shame in that, right? Like, but I want to see him fight for the BMF belt and maybe have a chance of winning that BMF belt. I think Holloway has earned that matchup with Dustin Poirier now for the third time because he just beat Gaethje. Right? He just knocked out Gaethje in a crazy like knockout, buzzer beater knockout. What's going on? MMA Jesus in the house. He said I want Poirier to retire, Islam to fight Arman, then he can fight Leon. I want to see Poirier fight Holloway and then maybe retire. Then if he wins or loses, well, he's probably gonna retire because he said he doesn't want to fight for anything if he's not gonna win the belt at 155. He doesn't need the money, right? The guy's already made so much money. He's making money from the selling the hot sauce on the side now, so he's not hungry for he's not like hurting for money right now. Islam to fight Arman. Yeah, I think the Arman and Islam fight makes sense. And if Islam beats Arman, I mean there's really no one else at 155 for him to fight. Unless Holloway goes out there and beats Dustin Poirier and then maybe Holloway gets a title shot at 155. I mean, I want to see that, but I would pick Islam over Holloway any day. I'll be honest with you guys right now. Connor fight Kaput. Thoughts on Dutch oven pancake, bro? I don't think I've had Dutch pancakes. Yusuf said pick him. Isn't Makhachev a real welterweight? I feel like he's bigger than Leon. He's probably like more stocky than Leon, but Leon's really fucking long and rangy. And I could see Makhachev taking him down, but it's not going to be as easy as people think. I feel like that matchup is not as easy because Leon can strike really well. He can grapple too. Shav kept pieces of Makhachev. I feel like he could grapple with him too and stay on the feet and then go tick for tack on the feet. Shanti said Dustin would beat Max's ass for the third time. I don't know about that, bro. Like full camp Max Holloway, like the way he put the weight on properly, I think it would look better in this fight third time. Max beats sloppy fumbling. Max beats sloppy fumbling over his feet. Gaethje, and now people are overrating. I don't know. I think I'll probably give Max Holloway a chance over Dustin Poirier in the third fight because that second fight he took that fight on like a couple of weeks' notice. Didn't really have time to prepare. I think people forget that was short notice for him, which is why me and Nate Brown I was leaning Gaethje first. Like I was like after watching more tape I was like Max Holloway can win this fight. He's putting the weight on properly. Like if you go back and watch that Dustin Poirier first fight and that the way when he fought Gaethje recently, you can tell like the size difference is crazy. The way he put the weight on properly, like because there wasn't a lot of power when the Max was hitting Poirier in the second fight. I know he fought Max like they fought in the first fight like back when Max was like 20 years old. I would give Max a chance in that Poirier fight. I might even pick him over Poirier at the end of fighting. I'll seriously pick Max Holloway over Poirier in the third fight. I honestly want to see Islam fight Leon next. Yeah, I mean, Sarukin's earned that title shot, bro. Like, I want to see him fight Sarukin for the second time. If he beats Sarukin, I mean, he should probably move up to 170 then. I don't think he's fighting Bilal Muhammad. They train together, right? He trains with the Habib's team. So if if Bilal Muhammad becomes a champion, I don't really think they're gonna end up fighting. I don't really see them fighting each other. Max would melt Dust, and he gave him hell last time, and they fought, and he had no time, no prep time. I think you could outclass him on the field, like outstrike him, outland him. But Dustin's like boxing is really clean. I don't know about like finishing Dustin though. I wouldn't really pick him as a finish. Dude can call the shots at this point, yeah, for sure. Or he gets scared to walk. So why would he be scared of Volkanovski? Like, tell me, go over. Jai Herbert chin fascinates me on a scientific level. Yeah, sometimes Jai Herbert chin actually looks good. Like the Klein fight, his chin was actually looking a lot better. The way he's moving, he came back after that Taporia fight and fought Klein, and he was looking really good in that fight. He was outclassing Klein on the feet. Holloway Poirier makes no sense right now for either guy. I think it makes sense. I mean, if Poirier wants a money fight right now, it's probably Max Holloway third trilogy. But he probably doesn't really care about it because they already got 2 wins over Max Holloway. He subbed him in the first fight. I think it was like a dart choke? I think it was a dart choke. Or like I don't know what kind of submission he subbed him. It was like back in the day though, like back when Max was like first fight in the UFC, I think. 20 years old. He was like only 20 years old. So Max has been in the UFC for like so long now, over a decade. Still fighting at the top level. And I probably will never. Mr. Pibbs. Yo, guys, I was at the mall and saw the biggest bunda at Barney's and Nobles. So naturally, me being Rico, I pretend to drop on my vape. Alright, Mr. Pibbs, we get it, bro. We get it. Dude said, yeah, Jesus, you're right. Poirier and Max doesn't make sense. Max is on top, basically, and Poirier is on his way out. Um, I don't know if Poirier is on his way out, but he just wants to retire. Like, there's really nothing else, right? He's not gonna be getting. I don't think he's getting up for a title shot. Um, Max, I mean, he looked really good his last fight. Right? He like got one of the best, like had one of the best fights ever in the UFC history. I want to see that fight. I really want to see that fight. To be honest, I want to see that trilogy between those two. Armin fight Max, Islam fight Leon. I don't know if Armin Max makes. I mean, he could. That could be a good fight, but I think that'd be a good fight, honestly. But I don't think Armin's taking that fight. He just beat Charles Oliveira recently, even though Max has a win over Charles Oliveira, even though it was a freak injury. Yeah, Oliveira versus Max Holloway. I mean, I want to see that matchup. But do you guys want to see that matchup? That's a good matchup right there. Running back, because the way the first fight ended was kind of weird for Oliveira at 145. Islam versus Leon gonna play out like Aldo versus Cater. Yeah, that's the way I could see Islam beating him. On the feet, you could strike with him on the feet also, but I think Leon's got better striking, technical striking, but he's so low output on the feet. I feel like he could take him down though if he wrestles like out in the open. If he wrestles him up against the fence, Leon can keep it up, stay up on his feet, tick for attacks. Charles versus GT 2. No, I don't want to see that. I want to see Charles versus Max Holloway. If Max Holloway wants to stay at 155. Charles already knocked. I mean, he already knocked the club and stopped Gaethje recently. Nate said that was actually the best Gaethje has ever looked. Yeah, he was off. He's coming back after that win over who's that guy? Fazeev, and knocking out Dustin Poirier with a head kick. He was looking really good. He should have got a title shot. Right? He should have been him fighting for the belt than Poirier. And Jesus said and Max Holloway 100% would be decent little favorite if he fighting to win and not just fighting to be exciting. Even if he's fighting to be exciting, I still favor him. But yeah, I want to see him fight Oliveira or him fight Poirier for the third time. I don't think Islam scares Shavkat on the ground. Yeah, me neither. He could take him down with some inside tricks, but like Shavkat's like grappling. We haven't really seen anyone wrestle him down though. Like, has anyone ever tried to take him down? I don't think so. He fought Wonder Boy, who's a striker. He fought Jeff Neal, who's a striker. He fought Carlson Harris, who's like can grapple, but mostly like standing in on the feet. I don't know. Like, I want to see him fight a wrestler. Like, I think Shavkat versus Bilal would have been a good matchup. Okay, here we go. Okay, Mr. Piz, I appreciate that, Mr. Piz. Bilal versus Islam would be the newer shot. Evans versus Jones. Um, yeah, I don't think that's happening. I know there's a shot. He used to be friends with the John Jones, right? They used to be like best friends. They used to train together. Any picks you eyeing for UFC Louisville? I like Klein. I mean, I like Klein. I like Ferreira, but I like Finish. Um, there's not a lot of spots I like on this card. I like the next card, like next week's card. I like Tyra. I like Timothy Kwamba. Even though like the line on Timothy Kwamba is like the only reason I haven't bet him yet because it's like minus 180. But I see him winning that fight, and I like Nate Maness by KO TKO. Nate Maness is my boy, bro. So I'm definitely gonna be betting Nate Maness by KO. And I like Alma by money line in the parlay. Even though it's chalky, I think he's gonna win that fight. He's got way better wrestling. Armbar needs that. Mora is not a bad shutout lock. I don't know about her being a lock, man. Like her strike, like the way she strikes is like really upright. She keeps her chin up in the air, like so. She's just gotta be careful before shooting her takedowns. I'm picking her to win. I think she's gonna win with the grappling and the size difference. It was Max's debut in the UFC, I think. Yeah, it was his debut when he fought Poirier. He was only like 20 years old, 19 years old, or 20 years old back then. Pray for Connor. Yeah, bro. I want to see. I don't want to see that fight being canceled, bro. Like we're waiting for a Connor fight for so long, and now the fight's gonna be canceled, bro. Like fuck. Jesus said the BMF is about people who have qualified for BMF. Dustin Max makes more sense for the BMF than for yet because winner will just be a champ BMF and its own category. Yeah, I want to see either Oliveira versus former champion Oliveira versus Max Holloway, who's a former champion. Like second fight as a rematch because they already fought at 145 in the past, and Oliveira had a freak injury. I want to see them run it back. It said Max would have beaten Charles anyways, so no way was Charles was gonna get taken down, was gonna get Max down. Yeah, 145. Charles wasn't looking that good at 145 in the past, but now I mean at 155, I mean I would pick Max still because he's got better striking, technical striker than Oliveira, and like defensive submission skills are okay too. So I don't want to see him getting sub, but Oliveira is dangerous still on the feet at 155. Don't underestimate Leon's grappling defense. Yeah, up against the fence, that's where you can defend takedowns on Makachev. And that's what Makachev, he likes you getting up against the fence and then getting the inside trip down for a takedown. According to multiple sources, for UFC presser got canceled because if FBI are doing any investigation on channelers. This isn't. Holy shit, that's hilarious. Houston said he probably needs a red panty night so he can go back to Africa and get more kids. Jason said the real question is who's the favorite in Lee versus I think Islam would be the favorite because of wrestling. Probably be like minus 150 or minus 200 over minus 150. I feel like over Leon. I know Shavkat's like minus 160 over Leon too. Andre said, pick him. Would you rather have the physique of MMA Joey or Samil Gaziv? I'm good, bro. I'm good. Probably Samil Gaziv. At least he's fights in the UFC. It's fucking hilarious, bro. My brain fluid leaking out of my left nostril. Douglas said, honestly, Shavkat versus Islam is the fight I want to see. I don't know if they're gonna fight each other because they're like from same reason. I mean, even though like Shavkat's from like Kazakhstan, right? Kazakhstan. Islam's from Dagestan, so I mean, I don't know if they'll fight each other because they're like I think they're cool with each other. In fact, it said, yeah, this week is tough for picks. Yeah, there's a lot of 50-50 fights this week. Yeah, I'm smacking Danny Marcos if he goes plus money. Yeah, that's what I'm waiting for. Is he plus money yet? Let me see. I haven't bet him. I was thinking about betting like a 1 unit or 2 units on him at like even money, like minus 105. I'm just like, let me just wait, man, because the line's trending the other way. So if you're getting plus money Marcos, damn, it's not plus money, it's minus 110. I guess the public money is going to be on Danny Marcos because he's undefeated and people are going to like the undefeated record. I want to get at least plus money on Marcos. Maybe I'll play decision for Marcos. Maybe third rounder decision for Marcos. I like that third round decision for Marcos. You can probably look at Marcos to win in over 1.5 rounds because I don't really see him finishing Castaneda even if he finishes him, probably late second, third round with the boxing if he hurts him to the body or something. But I think it's gonna be decision. Plus money. I don't think we're gonna get plus money on Marcos. It's not gonna. I don't think we're gonna get plus money on Marcos. Castaneda's not bad though, so I don't really want to be betting against him at chalk. I'm watching tape on Castaneda, and I'm probably leaning the over for that fight. Castaneda, Marcos, both dogs. Yeah, I mean, Castaneda's leg kicks are nasty. So is Marcos' leg kicks. So I feel like it's gonna be a lot of leg kicks being thrown out there, a lot of body kicks. I mean, Castaneda mixes in the targets pretty well. In the Congo Khan fight, right? I was on Congo. I was on Castaneda in that fight. I've seen a lot of love for Congo Khan on that fight because Congo Khan had that win over Christian Quinones. So people are like, this guy's casting as a dog. Let's bet him over here, Castaneda. Yeah, it's just Castaneda is better than the Congo Khan. Grimy, we got Grimy in the house. Let's go, Grimy. He said, "What's up, pick? I'm just chilling, bro. Just talking about some MMA right now." Yeah, you'll see. Like, is the fight canceled? That Connor versus Chandler fight? Like, I know the press conference is canceled, right? I don't know if it's canceled. Hopefully, it's not canceled. I want to see that fight. That was gonna be a good pay per view this year too. This month, I mean. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what's happening in this fight. Connor's, I mean, he's got so much money, bro. So it's like he's not fighting for money anymore, right? Like, what is he really fighting for now? It's definitely not money. Larry said, pick him. Do you think the Reyes fight goes under or over? Yeah, the under 2.5 is like minus 220, I think. Like, the way Reyes' durability is looking, probably gonna go under. And Jacoby is like, he gets dropped a lot. I mean, doesn't really get finished a lot. So it's like, even when he's getting dropped, like it's not easy to just get him out of there with ground and pound. Like I remember Murzakanov dropped him twice. I was in Murzakanov at plus money there. I also played him by KO. He was close to getting the KO, but just couldn't really finish him on the ground when he dropped him. Even I had a parlay with Jacoby and Arena Donna. So in that Manyfield fight, and Manyfield dropped him right in the second, third round, almost finished him, and just couldn't. It's not easy finishing Jacoby. So like if Reyes wins, it's probably not gonna be a knockout. I feel like. I mean, I'm picking Reyes right now. I mean, as crazy as that sounds, I don't know. Jacoby is like a 2-1 over Reyes. I mean, Reyes has actually lost to. His only terrible loss was to Ryan Spann, right? He lost to Blachowicz, former champion. Lost to Jiri, former champion, still in the top 5. Um, lost to. I mean, that John Jones fight could have gone either way. Yeah, I don't know. Like it's tough with Dominic Reyes. It's probably gonna go under 2.5 rounds. If you're gonna take the under 2.5, you might as well take Jacoby by KO because it's probably gonna finish him if it goes under. I like that Baeza versus Soriano fight to go under. If it doesn't go the distance, I think that's not gonna go the distance. So they're both gonna be striking, and they're not gonna be wrestling each other in that fight. Is a smart 2 straight bet for her at minus 265. I don't really like bet those lines straight up. I just like parlay him. I think the KO is likely though. Like if he wins, I don't think he's ever gone past a round and a half. Right, Bruno Ferreira. It's probably gonna go under 1.5 rounds. Under 1.5 rounds was like minus 140 last night. And I was like, I don't know if it's gonna go under because Sosa's only been finished in the first round once, right, in his career, so it's like tough. With I like him as a parlay piece. I think he's not a bad parlay piece on the card. He's one of the better parlay pieces on the card because he can wrestle, he can grapple too. Like Bruno Ferreira can get grapple, right? He was taking on Phil Haas, who's a former wrestler who can grapple too. So he was taking him down. So I could see him taking down Sosa's, maybe cutting with some elbows and stuff. So. He might go for takedowns in this fight. It's good. It's good parlay piece. I like him as a parlay piece. I haven't parlayed him myself yet, so the line was minus 275. The line's actually going down a bit now, so You might want to wait a bit because I feel like you can probably catch him at minus 220, minus 230 later this week. Larry said, I don't rate Jacoby at all. I'm leaning Reyes, but at a very low confidence. I do like that Reyes took some time off to recover and get his health dialed in. Yeah, his that the way he got knocked out by the jab right from Span is not not really a good look. He was looking he looked so stiff in that fight. It's just like if he looks like he did in that Reyes fight, he's probably gonna get knocked out cold. Jason said, "I'm sliding. I'm gonna just keep sliding. Soul says free money even after this fight. Yeah, Soul says. I mean, he beat Soriano, right? Soriano is pretty horrible, but he looked really good out there. He was out striking him and took him down, mixing in takedowns, and subbed him in the second round. So, but I don't really see him locking in a submission. I don't really see him like having more power and like hurting. He actually dropped Soriano like in that fight. Soriano's mid though. I think Soriano's really mid. Marquez line is getting wider. You think there's bro? I would not bet him at like chalk. I would if it was plus money. I mean maybe Marquez is a guy like tough guy trust. But the only reason I'm picking him is just because he's fought better guys. I mean Reese has no fought anyone. He hasn't fought anyone out there. But he's coming back after a layup, and I know a lot of people are putting money on the Marquez. I mean, I don't really blame people because they're getting even money on a guy that's fought in the UFC for a bit, has better wins on than Reese. Reese is a BJ nerd, goes for a lot of arm bars and stuff, submissions. And then Marquez has never been subbed before, so it's like if he doesn't get that early submission, I think Marquez can win minutes on the feet, better striker. As long as it doesn't get clipped with something crazy, he probably should win. He probably should win the fight. If we get Rays that faced John or White, if he like even the Rays that faced Jerry Prochazka in that fight, I mean he was looking good in the early rounds. He wasn't looking bad in that fight. He was mixing in takedowns also. Like he should probably mix in takedowns over Jacoby. I feel like if he mixes in takedowns, he probably could take him down. I think Stoltzfus has a chance. We haven't seen Farah Curry. Yeah, we haven't seen him go past the first round, so like that's why I'm concerned about it. I don't know. Stoltzfus might be able to drag this out a bit. You might bet him. I don't know about Stoltzfus though. I think Bruno Ferraz is going to be the better wrestler, like better grappler, better BJJ, and then better, more power on the feet. I don't know. Like I don't know who's going to be the better striker. I think Ferraz is probably going to have more power on the feet. One punch knockout power. The way he got knocked out by Ruziboya was kind of fluky though. That was kind of fluky. Larry said Farah is a tank and a striker, and Dustin is chinny. I'm not betting on Stoltzfus. No way. Yeah, me neither. I'm just waiting for the KO for Farah. I think he's gonna get the KO. I don't really see this going past two like round and a half. I don't think the KO is gonna be plus money though. It's probably gonna be like that's gonna be the path to victory. It's probably gonna be like minus 140, minus 130 for KO. So you might as well take the money line, I guess. But money line's like minus 265. It's like kind of chalky on a guy that we haven't seen go past the first round. Like there's a lot of questions out there. I actually like Taylor Lapis. I think Taylor Lapis is gonna win. He's got better minute winning abilities, better striker. His takedown defense is gonna be okay. I feel like in this fight, he might get taken down and then still win minutes on the feet because he's gonna be the way better striker, throwing more volume on the feet. It'd be funny if both Dustins got dusted. Yeah, Dustin Jacoby. I would love to see Dominic Reyes knock at Dustin Jacoby. That'd be funny, bro. Katona and Butler over 2.5 rounds is a lock, bro. It was minus 210. I think it's gonna go over. Yeah, I don't really see him finishing. I really don't see Katona finishing him. But Katona, I mean, maybe he can take his back and look for a submission. I mean, that's likely, but probably not that likely. I was thinking about betting it over at minus 210. I didn't parlay. I was gonna parlay last night. I missed my opportunity. It's like minus 245 right? It's getting kind of wider now. I think it goes over though. I think it goes over. But we haven't seen much of Jimmy Butler. Not Jimmy Butler. I mean, what's his name? Is his name Butler? Yeah, is it Jimmy Butler? I can't remember his name anymore. And Midcliffe said, I don't know, man. Some dogs are going to bark, so you have to pick your chalk very wisely. Yeah. Jason said, I'm gonna put the house in a Mavo. I got him in a parlay with what's it called? Klein and who's other guy that I remember? Lapidus. I don't know. I wouldn't go crazy on it because Cannonier looked really good. He broke the striking record, the most volume he's ever thrown over Marmotori. But Marmotori's pretty terrible. He's like just a punching bag. You parlayed over at -210. Yeah, that was good. That was good, Larry. I was thinking about it. I just didn't pull the trigger on time. Jerome Lee said, "Hey, pick, am I subscribed?" I appreciate that, bro. Appreciate subscribing to the channel. I put a lot of content out every week. I go live. I go live like multiple times during the week too. Jacoby out cold. Yeah, I would love to see Jacoby out cold, man. He's let me down so many times. I have made money betting against him with Mirzakhana though. Mirzakhana was supposed to fight at Clear Roundtree right recently. Like, bro, the thing about Jacoby is like I was gonna pick him, so I was like watching tape on him, and then I watched that Mirzakhana fight. Even though Mirzakhana was a Russian killer, like in the third round, when Jacoby knew he was down 2 rounds, this guy was out there trying to wrestle Mirzakhana. Like his fight IQ is like so questionable. Like, why would you wrestle a guy like who's so gassed and so tired? Like Mirzakhana was so tired, he couldn't even like stay up on his feet. This guy was trying to take him down. Jacoby was trying to take him down in the third round. Like it's so bad. Jimmy Butler, is that his name? Jimmy, what's his name? I can't remember his name. I know that's an NBA player, like Jimmy Butler. I don't know, I forgot his name. Justy Butler, right? Justy Butler, not Jimmy. It's just Justy Butler. What do I think about Max bet on Marcos pick? Castaneda has been saying he's gonna take him down and sub him inside 2 rounds if he couldn't even take down Nathaniel Wood. I don't know about Max betting Marcos, but I like Marcos here. I've been waiting to get plus money on him. I just haven't yet. I'm just might as well just wait for a decision because I think you're gonna get a plus 200 decision, maybe plus 150 decision. I think he's like even money right now, so it should probably be like plus 175 decision for Marcos. I think he's gonna be the better striker on the feet. He's got better boxing on the feet, nasty elbows and like nasty knees up the middle. When he said, "Hey guys, let's go," and he be in the house, Larry said, "The only chalky line till now is a Katona line." Yeah, I'm just staying away from that one. Even though Katona should win, but the line's like -600. What are you gonna do with that? Klein, Lapidus, Radke, 3-leg parlay. I'm picking practice, Luis, but if you like the underdog, I mean, that's a good parlay. I like Klein a lot. I like Klein a lot. This was at pick him. Is a weird 10 years, 40 years old, and look great against Marmotori. He can win this fight, but does age not matter for Cannonier? I know he looked really good in that. People don't remember that first round. I feel like that Marmotori almost knocked him out in the first round. I think people kind of forget that first round. Vettori doesn't have a lot of power, even though like Imawa doesn't have a lot of power either. But he's like a better technical striker than Marmotori. Nate said, "I remember this fight card is in Kentucky. Some of these favorites are gonna be getting booed." Yeah, I mean, I don't think it'll matter though much. Katona, I know. Justy Butler is fighting in his hometown, right? Pick him any LFA and other promotions this week, bro. I haven't taken a look at LFA. We've been doing really good in LFA picks right now. We're ranked number 2 in the world right now on LFA picks this year on Tapology. So like everyone that picks LFA picks, bets and stuff, like, and we've been making money on LFA. So I want to do a live stream for like ONE FC though. Like ONE FC's got way better fights than LFA this week. Let me see the one LFA card. I'll take a look at it right now. Let me see if I can bring up the LFA card right now. Give me a second. I'm gonna bring up the LFA card. Let me see. LFA card. There's probably some fun fights. I gotta do the same study. If I'm gonna give you guys some bets to make on LFA, I'm gonna have to watch some tape on it. I'll probably make bets on LFA. I don't think I'll be like betting on ONE FC and stuff. I don't really bet on ONE FC. LFA, when's LFA? LFA is gonna be on Friday, right? Friday, same time during it's gonna be at 9 p.m. Eastern time. Yeah, Keegan, bro, I watched this guy's fights, right? I watched his fights. He fought Jacoby, right? Jacoby was on the Contender Series and lost the Contender Series. This is gonna be a good fight. I mean, I think Lewis is a wrestler, but I gotta watch some tape on him. Not a bad card. I think Natasha's good. I think she's gonna win. I see her winning, bro, but Bruno Ellen, I don't think I remember ever seen this girl fight before. I don't remember watching her fight before, but Taz actually looked really good in her last fight. She looked really good striking. I mean, even though she's getting older, like it's not the youngest girl out there, 35. She looked really good out there. Most is fighting on this card. So a lot of guys with not a lot of fights out there on this prelim card. I'll probably give you guys some picks for LFA later this week on the live stream. We'll probably break down the LFA card later. But yeah, let's see. What other we got a KSW ready. I want to do a KSW live stream this week. KSW is actually really good. There's a good card for KSW. Maybe we'll do a KSW live stream this week on Friday. There's some good fights with KSW, man. So like last time that I bet on KSW was over Varela, and I bet a WMMA fight. I mean, I chalk. I mean, I gotta save it from WMMA fights. I was gonna be up 2 units, but I was like, I had lost like $30 on the last card because I bet on WMMA fighter at chalk minus 170 2 units. But I made one at plus 170. I made a bet on Varela. Varela's really good, man. They keep making him underdog in KSW. I wish he was fighting on this card. Good fights on this card. There's actually better fights on this card than LFA. There's some good fights. I mean, what other promotion do we have? We got yeah, 1FC card, bro. I'm excited for 1FC. The 1FC card, we got Tywin Chai taking on Natawa. We got Rod Tang taking on Dennis. Mikey Musumesi in the grappling matchup. I mean, Mike is actually not bad watching in the grappling. He's actually one of the better grapplers out there. There's gonna be some good fights. I'll be live for 1FC on. It's gonna be on Amazon Prime. I'll be live I'll be live for that card. Jared is too black and Muslim, hate black. Okay, Cobra, you gotta chill, bro. You gotta chill in the chat. You said it was clear Barboza was on the way down after that Yusuf performance. Yeah, that's what I picked Lauren Murphy to beat him. And I picked Barboza to beat him. Like I picked him by third round TQ, and he almost knocked Sadiq Yusuf in the third round. Cobra said I bet big on Ludwig Klein. Ludwig, you mean Ludwig Klein? Yeah. I think he's gonna win. He's gonna throw more volume than Moises out there. Larry said Jared is gonna win. Like I called my Holland to win. Okay. I picked Holland by submission. We bet him by submission too. So like Holland by submission was an easy read. But he got dropped by Mikkel. Mikkel has some power, man. Mikkel can crack. But Holland's like not easy to finish, and Mikkel has no submission defense. Guys, we've been here 2 hours, man. I gotta be out of here soon. Let's see. Someone's gotta go live. Is Aziza going live today? Aziza's probably gonna go live today, right? AJ just made a video right now. I thought he's gonna go live. Isa's live right now, guys. I think he's live. Is he live right now? Okay, Isa's live right now, guys. Go hang out with Isa. I gotta be out of here, man. We've been here 2 hours. I'll probably go live more times during this week. I appreciate you guys tuning in as always. Take it easy, guys. Go drop a sub to Isa's channel. He's good peoples, man. Hope you guys have a good night. And I gotta do some stuff tomorrow, so I gotta go get some food and probably sleep. I'm probably gonna go to sleep at like 12, so I gotta go get some stuff done later. Tomorrow's already Friday. Nah. It's not Friday, bro. It's Monday. It's gonna be Tuesday tomorrow. But I'll be live like maybe tomorrow, maybe the after tomorrow. But I'll be live Friday and I'll be live Saturday for sure. I'll be live like all day Friday. I'll be live for a KSW maybe. Then I'll be live for 1FC card. Then I'll be live like Saturday for UFC, of course. So I'm gonna be live a lot this week. So make sure you guys sub to the channel if you guys haven't been subbed to the channel yet. Yeah, take it easy, guys. Take it easy, Luis. I appreciate the super chat by the way earlier. Yeah, guys, take it easy, guys. I'm out of here. Hope you guys have a good night.